Good morning.
Happy
Jenna!
Friday!
Steven,
Ooh, ooh. Happy Friday.
Samara, Eagle, you
To the
must have slept in.
moon.
You did sleep in a bit. Oh my God. Guys, I met Eagle last night. She is amazing. Look what she gave me. You guys see this? She made it herself. Look at this.
She's awesome with that stuff, boy. I'll
This
tell
is
you.
yeah. So she made me that. But she is, hey, Kevin, Ginger
Hi,
Lock,
Kevin.
Patch.
Hi, Patch.
How is everybody this morning?
Patch.
TGIF. Thank God it's Friday.
Yeah, man.
Gentle walks, mama.
And to the moon.
Did I say hello to Kevin? Hi,
Yes.
Kevin.
Kevin, good morning, Kevin.
Good morning,
And Pat,
Kevin.
and Stephen,
Pat.
and Jenna.
And Steven.
And everybody. And everybody.
And Jennifer. And Ginger. And Samara tomorrow.
Jenny Boo Boo.
Hi, Samara. Eagle girl.
Oh my God. If I would have had to drive down there, I'll tell you what, I would have got so freaking lost. It's all one ways. All one ways.
Hey, that's how Chicago is. Hate that.
Yeah, but you know what? I'm just so glad that your husband got to meet her.
I know.
I know. He was like,
Because
he just got out of the car and gave her this big old hug.
Aw.
And he listen, Eagle was the perfect representative for him to meet first. Because if he would have met me first,
Yeah.
your internet would be gone. Okay, I'm just saying. You'd be like, no, they're all fucking freaks. No.
No, because he would have met me standing there and then I would have been all smiles and I would have had my little angel face on and he would have been like, oh, it's all good.
Yeah, he would have been like, it'd have been like, you had to hook up with somebody from Texas? Are you serious? You know they're crazy, right?
Are you effing kidding me?
Misbehaving.
Misbehaving.
Morning, Miss B.
Yeah, we had a really nice visit.
So we decided that
and she's more gorgeous in person. She is. She's
just so pretty.
Well, she said the exact same thing about you, Carla. She did.
Yeah, she did.
She doesn't even look like she does on YouTube. She could be a model. Like she's that pretty. She's stunning.
She said you were beautiful, Carla.
Oh, that's so sweet of her.
And Eagle, just to back up you getting to meet Mr. Carla, I sent her a thing this morning I found on Facebook. It says, so writers say country folk are next. You do realize country folk will sit 30 feet up in a tree all day long just to kill something.
Yep.
So, yeah, there's
all
that.
All day long.
Yeah. All day long.
All day
long.
They
bring all their stuff with them, too.
They get up at 4 a.m, spray themselves down with whatever it is that attracts deer to make a mate.
He was so impressed at that video that she showed him about her shooting. Yeah. He's like, man, that girl can shoot. He says, hey, looking like she looks and she can shoot, too.
Yep.
Hey, little lady.
I said, look how long her hair is.
Ems needs to come up here.
Morning, Ems. Ems is a hospital escapee, just so you know.
Yes. And you should go. I can't believe you did that.
I can.
What is it about?
I know exactly.
She's just like, I just don't like it. I'm gone. And
no, I can't stand hospitals.
And she still had all the
you're a nurse.
heart things on her.
Yeah, I know what they do to y'all. I know how they talk about y'all. I don't want to be in that position.
And everybody send up prayers to our M's.
Yeah, please.
Absolutely. And to Ginger Locks.
And to Ginger Locks. And everybody who's going
Remy and everybody else that's got, health issues because we love them.
Yes. And you scared the crap out of us. What the hell?
Yeah.
Everybody got quiet. Oh, we're praying.
I know.
Don't start. I was putting on eyeliner.
You're so funny.
I know.
We've decided we're all going to meet.
Yes, we are.
We're all going to meet. We're going to pick some central location and all meet.
Right here.
Yep.
Because
where in Chicago?
Yeah, you're like an hour away from me by plane. Not in the city. I don't live in the city.
I am not going to.
I'll never go to Chicago. No.
I think the most central place to meet and the funniest
Illinois,
Arkansas.
Arkansas.
Hey, Kimberly. Thank you, Kimberly. And prayers to Laura's son too.
Hi,
I
Lily
think that
lady.
he has COVID.
Who has
Or
COVID?
doesn't Laura's son have COVID?
Yes.
Hi, Dory.
And that family. Let's say
Yeah, let's
Dory.
well.
prayers for the whole family.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, I scared the crap out of myself. I've never experienced such a thing. Do you want to come up, Ems?
Yes.
Yeah,
Good morning, Dory.
The link is in
Morning, Kimberly.
girls Discord.
girls dis. Girls dis.
Our Discord. On Discord.
In disco.
In disco.
There you go. It's in girls disco.
Oh, Ginger Locks too. You come up too. Don't scare us like that again. Prayers.
Yeah, I
prayers are-
know.
Yes, Ginger Locks, definitely.
Absolutely.
Prayers for anybody that's
Especially she was by
having-
herself. That's even scarier.
Yeah, seriously.
that
Well,
happened.
when you go in the hospital now, you pretty much are on your own because they don't let you. Some hospitals don't allow you to have.
Yay.
No.
You're
Get a
gonna
quick
grab
I'll
copy.
grab
some
some coffee and I will
Woohoo!
come up.
Thank
Yay!
you.
Do we
Thank
get to
you.
pick the mug and what it says? M's we
Ginger Locks,
found.
you too. You come
Get your
up.
fuck it mug. Get your fuck it mug.
What's
A
the
fuck it
fuck it
mug.
mug?
She's
Oh
got a
yeah,
mug.
her bucket mug is
Her
the
fuck it
best.
mug.
Listen, we found some cups yesterday, Carla and I did, or day before, one of the two. I don't know, whatever. That have some of the cutest freaking sayings on them.
Oh my god.
Really?
Yeah,
Yes.
it went
they
through a
do.
series of like this cup contains vodka, might contain vodka, might contain Jack Daniels, might contain, and then it says
Aw.
the last one on there is like might contain the blood of my enemies or the tears of my enemies or whatever. Well, let's get about 12 of those. Yeah. There's one that says, not today, heifer, not my pasture, not my bullshit.
Oh
I
my
love
god.
that.
Yeah, love that one.
Yeah.
Oh, and praying for
Ahmad.
Marie. Yes, misbehaving. Pray for Marie.
Oh yeah.
Oh
for
yeah.
Sure.
Pray for Marie.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
That was tough.
See,
I
and
did have no one with me, but luckily the nurses were willing to call my husband anytime to tell him what was all happening. Yeah.
You know,
I bet he was glad to see you home too. I bet you, right?
Ginger Locks is coming up.
Except
Hey,
hi,
Ginger Locks.
hey, GLM.
Ginger baby. Except when probably he was shocked when Em came through the door. Her husband was like, "The hell are you doing home?"
Right.
Okay. And she ran out of that hospital so fast she forgot to take the sticky stuff off from the monitor.
How are you feeling, Ginger Locks?
A bit of the same.
Oh, that's too bad.
Come on, we need to.
Once they bring up my breakfast, that's where everything will turn to hell.
Oh God.
Oh. Do
That's
they
like
keep you guys
It hurts to eat. It's like it goes down. It has no place to go. It comes back up, and then it gets this wrenching pain, and it doesn't go away.
I would be like, why are you torturing me like this?
Yeah.
Yeah, seriously.
I'm
I'm
not a commercial here, but I haven't watched South Park since college, and there is a 1-hour special of the pandemic on South Park.
Okay, I might have to watch that one.
Oh no.
I watched the World of Warcraft one, and that was the only one that I really sat and watched.
Pandemic special.
No.
My pandemic special. I might have to watch that one.
That's because she's laughing. She's laughing already.
I need to watch that.
Because you know what's coming
When's
up.
it coming on?
Oh shit! I didn't even see.
How many cases do you have today at your fake job?
36 cases on a fake job, and I'm not going to.
Oh my
God,
God. That's like a drop in the bucket.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Compared
but
to what you usually get.
but here's the deal. I'm going from one end of the world to the other. So
so it might take you as long.
oh yeah, I am.
So do you guys have meetings every day?
Yes, every morning. Per the government.
For the government.
Government.
That's not me clicking, honey. That's you got to blame Ginger on that. My
If you're refusing to click, then we have to get Ginger up here to click for us.
Yeah. So I'm not getting yelled at.
I'm muted.
You're muted. It's still.
Look, Miss B is like, you're clicking, Nanya.
It ain't even me.
What's that clicking noise?
See,
What's that clicking noise?
I'm gonna put
What's
that.
that clicking noise?
Does my title still say what's that clicking noise? It should say that.
No, it says
No.
Nanya.
And on this
says
time, you know
Nanya.
what I'm gonna say here? I'm gonna put this down. Watch this. Okay, hold on. Oh
Oh,
my
God,
No.
here goes.
Did you
God.
hear Ginger Locks? I met Eagle last night.
I
She
saw.
is.
I was over there. I saw.
Oh, okay, okay. Oh, you were on the call. Oh, that was so
Yes.
interesting.
Everybody was on the call with bated breath one. Go find her. Find her. She's coming. Eagle, she's coming.
She stood in the middle of the road.
Eagle's like, I see her. I see her.
Oh, so funny.
They ran to each other
So
in
funny.
slow motion and spun around in a slow
Yes,
race. It was great.
it was. It was just like in the movies.
Just like in the movies.
Just like in the movies.
Even dipped her to kiss her like that statue.
Yes.
After World War II was over. Yeah, it was really cute. What's that clicking noise?
No.
Ginger, what's that clicking?
What's that clicking noise?
You click away, Ginger. We don't care. Click away.
Yeah, you can click all you
Sure,
want.
she
Going
can
through
click what
enough.
she wants,
Click.
but I get yelled at.
Click strong and
It's
proud.
all right. I know.
No, I always yell at Nanya. That's
Well,
okay.
and you
She's
get
used
all
to
the
me.
time.
She's used to me yelling at her. She
All
yells
the
right
time.
back. Let me tell you, Nanya can yell right back.
She yells right back.
She yells right back.
Yeah.
What are
Can
you
you hear me?
saying?
Can you hear me, Nanya? No.
I know, that's so funny.
Yeah. Nanya, is that your TV? What TV?
What TV?
What
Where?
TV?
Did you hear it?
You mean you heard it? That's not my TV.
Or she was like, Nani, can you hear me? No, why? Are you talking? Dude, and she stops for a second, like, son of a bitch, I fell for it again.
I think it's iPhones that do the clicking.
No,
Seriously?
yeah, it is iPhones.
I think it's iPhones
Yeah.
that click.
The first time you said, Nani, can you hear me? I go, no, what? No, what? She's like,
Well, we keep muting her in voice chat, so me and Misdemeanor keep muting Nanya.
And
Yeah.
my phone is like auto muting Nanya. I don't know why.
yeah.
Ems, how are you feeling?
Am's bad girl, bad girl.
How are you feeling
feel-
today?
I feel fine.
How's your head?
Scared the crap out of us.
I
yesterday.
know.
I woke up and I thought that the head pain was gone. And my husband was here and I said, woohoo, I think it's gone. And then I coughed.
Mhm.
Yet
And you
it's
said,
not gone.
Nope, it's
But-
still there, that bitch.
Yeah, you increase
Yeah.
that intracranial pressure, and it's like, there it is.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well, yesterday though, even when I would go from sitting to standing, it would drop me.
Oh, wow.
So when I woke up this morning, I stood up and it didn't do that. So, but it's definitely there when I cough.
How did it start? Like, what was your first?
You want me to tell you the whole story?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
you do. Yes,
I'm
you do.
telling you right now, if anyone feels this, you need to get help immediately.
Yes.
So I'll never forget what I was even Googling. I probably will never forget this ever in my whole life. So I was sitting on my back porch and all of a sudden I became curious if German Shepherds were, mean dogs. I wanted to see what the masses said.
Right.
So I took my phone and I went to Google and I started typing in "Are German Shepherds mean dogs?" So I started reading, and all of a sudden I'm looking at my phone and I thought, well, that's weird. I knew I was reading it, but it was like I knew I was looking at my phone, but it wasn't sinking into my brain, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And I noticed my
My
vision
dad
was
said
going
that.
my vision was going a little weird. So at first I thought, okay, I've just been on my phone too long. So I put my phone down and I started looking around the room. And I'm like, no, something is weird. So I stood up and I was in, by that point, I was actually in my basement on my couch. So I stood up and I noticed that numbing was starting to happen. And I could tell that my brain was like, it was the weirdest thing. So I went over to the mirror because I was expecting at that point to see like drooping. So I went over to the mirror and there was no drooping yet. And I said something out loud to myself, and the words that came out of my mouth were like, the only way I can explain it, it's like a kindergartner who's learning to
Just-
put words together.
Oh, wow.
Oh my gosh.
I knew exactly what I wanted to say. And so I immediately went to my phone and I tried to Google what was happening to me. I was home alone at this point, and I couldn't Google. I knew, like, inside my brain, I knew exactly what I wanted to do. It was like nothing was lost in my thoughts
Right.
at that point. So
Right.
I went to my phone, I tried to Google what was happening, and I could not get my fingers to actually input words. I couldn't spell, none of that. So I went to my phone and I did like a voice call to my husband, and I said, something is wrong. I need help immediately. So I'm talking within a matter of minutes, all this happened. And then the right side of my face went numb. My right arm went numb.
Oh my God.
And the very last bit of it, I noticed that my leg and the bottom of my foot were numb. And when I say numb, I mean, it's not a numb like I've ever experienced. It's almost like pins and needles, but different. Like every bit of my cognitive skills had been taken. My speech, I could not. I mean, I laugh about it now, but you cannot speak. It is, you want to put the words out, but they come out so weird. And you can look. So I was doing this while I waited. Like I would look at an item and I knew that it was like a coffee mug, but I couldn't say coffee mug. I knew it was a coffee mug though, but you can't say coffee mug. It's the weirdest fucking thing. So we got to a hospital, which luckily was a stroke center, because I you know, at least had enough thought to figure out where do I need to go, because where I live, there's not a lot of options. So luckily, by the grace of God, I ended up going into a stroke center. I didn't know it at the time. And I would say within 5 minutes, they had me in a CT scan. They had me all hooked up. Everything was rocking and rolling. And I didn't even know that such thing exists. Oh, I should say that by the time I got there, most of my symptoms were gone. There was like numbing that was still there, but I could talk. I would say within 30 minutes, everything was gone. And that's why in my head, I'm like, well, did I have a stroke? Because strokes, they don't go away, do they? Like, come on. Well, apparently they do.
Yeah.
So you can have what's called a mini stroke. And this is where there is a lack of blood to your brain. It usually is gone within 30 minutes. You have every single symptom of a stroke. But whatever is blocking that blood flow to your brain, usually it's some sort of blood clot, dissolves and all your symptoms go right away. So the difference between a mini stroke and a regular stroke is that does not go away. That blood clot sticks around. I didn't even know such a thing existed. I've never experienced anything like that in my life. And I hope to never again experience anything like that in my life.
Well, God bless that you were able to call your husband and get this stuff rolling, because God forbid, man, God was with you.
Well, I couldn't. I'm telling you, there was no way that I've never seen any.
Jojo, Charlie girl, Gail.
Gail asked if you have high cholesterol.
I do not, but I've been on blood thinners since I was 19. Because I throw clots. I started throwing them very young. So unfortunately, I have to go back on. I've been off the blood thinners now for a minute. You know, my oncologist took me off them while we prepared to do what we need to do. And I now need to go back on them. They said that, like me, as far as risk factors goes, apparently like right now I'm at the highest risk. So.
Yeah. So yeah, you need to do that.
You want me to tell you what's really scary, Ems? I'm glad I'm hearing you say this, because when I was younger, like 15, the first migraine headache I ever had, I had the exact same symptoms.
Yes. Oh my God. They talked about that when I first got there. So apparently there's a type of migraine that is called a hemiplegic, I think that's what they said, hemo something migraine, that can cause the exact same symptoms.
Well, I
The
haven't had
exact
them all
same
these
symptoms.
years until recently.
Say that
Carla and
'cause
I
I
were
get
doing a
migraines a
live,
lot.
and I could not. She's like, "What's wrong?" And I said, she goes, "You're not okay." And I said, "No," because I could not think of words. I knew
Yeah.
what I
Wow.
Her
wanted to say.
words were coming out all wrong. And
I
I was
get
like,
Yep.
the tingling
not-
sensation on my face and my hands.
Yep. They talked to me
Just on
about
one
that.
side, just on one side. And I don't have the headache then. When those symptoms go away, I get the
Yep.
crushing migraine.
wasn't it in
Yep.
your eyes too?
Yes.
Your eyes
Yeah.
I
were,
lose
Yeah.
vision. I'll lose vision in one eye. And I haven't
Yep.
had them for years, but now I'm starting to have them, which now makes me think that I need to go and get checked like you're getting checked because maybe there's
Yeah.
something I need to be doing. So,
And you
Mhm.
know what they called the neurologist in last night really quickly. And you know what he said to me?
what?
What?
He said that he said for me, I've never had a migraine in my life ever. And at first, like, when I first got there, they had thought that maybe that's what was going on.
Yeah.
And then once they got questioning me, they said it would be very rare for someone my age to just start having them.
Yeah. Not only that, but
wow.
you had sensations all through your body. I don't go to legs and feet. That's what makes me think, yeah, TIA, a
Mhm.
transient
But
ischemic
that's what
attack.
they thought at first, that
Yeah.
it could have been that, because
Yeah.
they said that the symptoms are identical.
Mhm.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah.
I never knew that.
Yeah.
I had no
I
clue.
didn't know that either.
That kind of scares me because I get migraines a lot.
And they wanted to keep you overnight and you wouldn't stay.
But it was just for
Yes.
observation. They said that usually when someone comes in, like, because keep in mind that within the first 5 minutes of me being there, they did a head CT scan and it was good. I did
Good.
not have. Yep,
Okay.
it was good.
Okay.
That's good.
So it's basically
How was your
just for
blood pressure?
observation.
How was
Yeah.
your blood pressure?
Yeah.
So my blood pressure was a little bit high for me. And my pulse was a little bit high for me. I shouldn't say a little bit. My pulse was cruising. But by the time that I left, it was all settled back down.
Good.
So it was,
Wow.
yep. When I left, I felt very confident that I was fine. You got to
Thank
remember
God.
those symptoms only lasted for like 30 minutes. And then within that 30-minute mark, things just slowly started getting better. And by the time I left the hospital, I was completely fine. 100% fine. Totally fine.
Still
Except the
scary.
headache.
Still
That's
so scary.
I think the scariest part of it is that language part, don't you think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh my God, yes. The scariest part is not having control. Like, I've never had anything like that happen to me,
Yep.
ever.
And you couldn't fix
And
it.
no, and I mean, it's so frustrating because you can look at something and know what it is, but you can't say it. And if you try to say it, it's going to come out like the
Wrong.
weirdest language you
Yeah.
have ever heard.
Yeah.
That's what happened with Misdemeanor. She was trying to form words and they weren't coming out. And I'm like, what do you mean? And they weren't
Yes.
coming out like,
Well,
and
it's
she
the same thing. So the doctor explained to me that there's like, when people think of migraines, they think of just a headache, but apparently there's different types. And there's one certain type of migraine that sends a chemical to your brain that causes inflammation, and it basically causes swelling,
Constriction. Yeah.
yes, constriction. And that's why you have stroke symptoms with it.
Yeah.
morning, Shauna.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Morning, Shauna.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
that's the thing. So both of those conditions cause a lack of blood flow to certain parts of your brain. Okay.
Yep.
One is because of a clot, one is because of just the vascular constriction. But they
Yep.
produce the same effects, but their root cause is totally different. So where I need to open up my blood vessel just to let the blood go through, you've got a clot there. That's where you're on the blood thinners. But it makes me wonder.
But I don't have a clot there.
No, you don't.
No,
It dissolved.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, it went away, or else you would still be in the hospital. Yeah.
Yeah, because I don't.
Not, I'm glad you had the presence to call your husband and say, okay,
Right?
get me help
Smart.
quick. Yeah.
Well, I couldn't say it. And I'm telling you, I should take a screenshot of my Google history just so you can see.
Yeah,
I mean,
I
I
bet.
looked at it this morning
Can
because I
we
wanted to.
threaten? Can we threaten you with it on YouTube for all of eternity?
Right.
We have screenshots from Imps.
Oh my gosh, it's so bad. It's so
What?
bad.
Explain what came. What's it look like?
What she was
So
trying
you
to
can.
get to see
Yes,
what was wrong.
I was trying to Google like if I was having a stroke because everyone
Yeah.
knows that, you know, by the time that I was Googling, like there was face drooping, there was like not at first, but that happened as like the weakness started.
Right.
So I was trying to Google like what the fuck is happening to me, and then I started Googling like, okay, where do I go? Like which hospital am I supposed to go to? Um, and you could see that unless autocorrect grabbed it, the rest of it is just mumbo jumbo.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's scary. And the fact that you went to the mirror to see if there was facial drooping,
because
that
I felt it.
yeah, that's
And
pretty
to be honest, what I really was looking at in the mirror is like my vision only on my right side. My vision was so fucked up
Yep.
that I wanted to see if my pupils were dilated.
Mhm.
Like I wanted to see if there was something going on in my eye because that's how it all first
It was
started.
just
with
on the
my
right
vision.
side, right?
Yeah, it was just I didn't. So
Was it like
the
little
only reason
squigglies? Like little
no,
squigglies? Okay.
no. The only reason that I knew it was on the right side because it felt like it was on both. But then when I would cover one eye and then cover the other eye, I could tell that my vision was, you know, pretty prominently fucked on my right side. And here's the
Wow.
thing, every single symptom I had was only on the right side.
Yeah.
And then when the headache came, that was on the left side.
Mm-hmm.
It was
Yep.
so messed up.
Have you
But
guys,
I'm
have
telling
any of
you,
you
ladies,
guys ever had sleep paralysis ever?
No,
Scary.
that's
Yes,
never.
I have
Yeah.
one time.
Have you ever
Yeah.
tried to talk and you
Scary.
can't talk
no.
No,
with
but
sleep
I woke
paralysis?
up one night and I didn't think I could breathe. It was like I couldn't. It was like I had no oxygen.
See,
Wow.
for whenever I've had it, it's always like when I had a nap in the afternoon, and when someone, I always felt like someone was standing over me, and I'm like, "Open your eyes." I can't open my eyes. I can't open my eyes. Oh my God, say
That's
something.
scary.
Oh my
That's
God, I
that
can't
is
speak.
scary.
I can't speak. So I'm wondering, is that kind of like the same feeling?
No, you will not miss this. Trust me. Like
No.
Yeah.
this
No.
is
So you were wide awake and it just came on like that
Yeah.
yeah,
all
I
of a
was
sudden.
reading. I'm no joke, Carla. I was looking at my phone and things just started looking weird.
Yep.
And at first, like I said, I just thought my eyes were strained. I thought I was looking at my phone too long.
And could you
Because I
read
could
words and you like the word the, okay?
no,
THE. You could
no.
read it and you could go, I know that word, but I don't know. I can't say it.
Can't say it.
I
Right.
can't.
So I even no when so at first yes, but then once it got going, like I couldn't even read words. I know that sounds ridiculous, but I
No,
couldn't
it
even
doesn't sound
read them.
ridiculous. Right.
Yep, I couldn't even read them. It was
Yeah.
like it was the weirdest thing
Did
that
you
was
read them in your
happening.
head though? Because you said
No,
No.
not once
Oh,
it got
thank goodness.
My
going.
dad
At,
had the same thing, and he said, "Yeah, you can't do
at
it."
first, yes, at first, like it starts off mild, but then once
Mm.
it gets going, like I was looking at my phone and it's like you don't take in the information properly or something.
Right.
No, they're
Like you look
like,
at the word and you think, I should know what that word is, but
yeah,
I don't.
and they
Yeah.
even get scrambled, and it's like it's the weirdest thing I've ever experienced. I've
Mhm.
been through some shit medically, nothing like this
That is
ever.
so
I've never
scary.
seen anyone go through something like that. I've never experienced anything like that, and I hope to never experience it again.
Did they
Yeah.
tell you why that happened or what
Yeah,
Because of
causes
the
it?
loss of blood to that area of the brain.
Oh,
even
Mm-hmm.
just for a split minute, like
Yep.
just for a short time, if you get blood loss, it causes like crazy things to happen.
Hmm.
Wow.
And the
Yeah,
thing with a full blown stroke, remember that, like she said, if the blood clot doesn't dissolve like hers did, if those symptoms keep lasting, and you don't
that's
get
how.
that blood clot taken care of by
Yep,
medical professionals, then you have permanent loss of everything that she lost. It would have stayed that way. You
I
see what I'm
couldn't
saying?
imagine.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's scary.
hmm Hey,
I
Beauty,
could
I hope
not
you're okay, honey. Prayers.
imagine
Yeah.
living like that, to be
No,
honest. Like, I
no.
totally get it now.
Yep.
Totally
We're
get it.
just so glad you're okay.
Scared the
I
shit
am.
out
Yeah.
of us.
Yes.
No shit, you did.
And God, if you're listening, enough with her family.
I
Enough
know.
with
Yeah.
Ginger
Damn
Locke.
it,
God,
right?
yeah, exactly.
Come on,
Stop
fix this.
already.
Jeez.
Well, once I messaged you guys, like, it was like way, way later. But at the moment, like, oh my gosh, the only thing you think of is so this is something that still is fucking with me a little bit. I remember sitting on the couch when it was first happening, and I just wanted to close my eyes because things were happening inside my head that were like not normal, obviously. And I remember thinking, I don't dare to close my eyes. I was not sure that if I closed my eyes that I would open them again.
Oh,
So
wow.
the feeling of that, like, that's what's messing with me so bad today. It's not, I feel fine. I feel totally fine. But I don't know. I'm having anxiety about what happened yesterday. Like, about
Well,
how quick
sure.
things can
Anybody
just
would. Anybody
change.
would.
Right. Absolutely. It's a normal reaction.
And
So scary.
hence the reason why you maybe should have spent the night just to make sure
Yeah.
everything was
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. Just saying,
No, I knew by the time I was rolling out of there, I was totally fine. Totally fine. I didn't
Dear.
feel any residual effects from it, aside from the headache.
Did your husband pick you up or did you drive? Your
No, I
husband
couldn't
picked.
have drove.
That's
Yeah,
right. He picked you up.
yeah, I couldn't have drove.
Oh,
I'm
But
so sorry that happened to you.
me too. Me too, Ems.
it's freaky.
It's scary. Look at how young you are. It can happen at any time, at any age. They don't
Well,
discriminate.
well, now I'm kind of glad, like, that I went through that, because if I were to ever spot that in someone else now, I would know exactly what was
What to
happening.
do, yeah.
Right.
You can. So there's been like obviously once something like that happens, you start googling afterwards because you want to know everything there is to know about it.
Right.
And I'm watching videos of people that have been caught on film, and you can go to YouTube and you can Google like TV news reporters and stuff that are caught in the midst of a stroke, or
Yeah.
Right.
or even those migraines that you speak of. There was a TV news reporter that they were certain was having a stroke, and it turned out to be what you were referring to.
Yeah.
It was that type of migraine. And
Wow.
you just got to watch it, because it is the weirdest sounding thing you will ever hear.
Yeah.
Like,
I have
she
seen that
knew,
before. I have
yes,
seen
she knew what she was trying to say. She was certain she was saying the right things, and it just sounded like I've never heard language like that. And that's what happens. And it comes out so effortlessly.
Wow.
Yeah. It's a
But
crazy
in your
situation.
head, you knew what you wanted to say. You just couldn't verbalize it. Correct?
Yeah. So I know this sounds weird, but in my thoughts, I knew I needed to get up to my second level of my house once it started getting bad. And I still knew that I needed to get help. I just couldn't figure out how to do it at that
Yeah.
point. And like, I knew looking around my house, like, I could look at something and I knew what it was. I just couldn't say it out loud. I couldn't put thoughts together.
Hey, Smokey.
In my head, I could. In my head, I could totally put them together,
Yeah.
but I couldn't do them, or I couldn't verbalize them.
hmm I bet your husband
Freaking
was
weird.
frantic.
Oh, God, yeah.
Oh my gosh. Well, especially because like when I
Everything that's
got
going
there,
on.
everyone was so sure that it was like not going to be good, that it was like a legit full blown stroke, and it wasn't.
Yeah. So Jesus, if you're here, just saying we need a light at the end of the tunnel, and it does not need to be on the front of a train.
Take
Hey,
the wheel.
Smokey.
Jesus, take the wheel.
Right.
Yes. And stop with M's
But
already.
thankfully,
Stop.
Oh
Ems, it was
shit.
something that
Yes,
did.
thank
And to
God
my
he was
and to
getting
ginger
that.
locks.
Yeah.
Yeah. And ginger
And
locks
ginger
too.
locks
Good
too.
Lord.
No, 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 no,
They've
no.
had
Please.
to go through
Ems,
enough.
Ems wins the crappiest year for certain.
Nope, we're not
Nope,
having that
nope,
conversation.
I
sorry.
don't know.
That's what I
The
was just
year's
gonna
not
say.
over
We're
yet.
not.
Let's not do
Good.
that
I know.
contest.
Please,
Yeah.
Can
please.
anybody else wait and can't wait until this freaking year is over
I
with?
mean, look what happened.
New
My
Year's
mom
Eve,
too.
man.
She had two seizures that she never had seizures in her life.
Yeah.
Who?
Things are happening to
Yeah.
people like that. Like
And
my
Yeah.
mom, remember?
Nanya's mom had those seizures that she's never had
Yeah,
before.
exactly.
Craziness
It's
enough.
just been crazy. This year has
It
been
is crazy.
crazy.
Right.
I think God's choosing his people for
No,
This is
don't say
definitely
that.
this has
revelation.
definitely
Good
been
morning,
the
Smokey.
craziest year I've experienced
Yeah,
ever.
girl.
I know this
I
year.
remember my
Oh
dad
my.
went through that, but he didn't go through it as severe. But I remember coming over. My mom goes, "I think you need to come over and be with your dad. Something's wrong," because she used to work part time, and he was dropping her off, and she worked from 4:30 to 8:30. And he said, "Okay, when I come, I'm going to pick you up at 4:30. 4:30, I'm going to pick you up." And she goes, "Pete, it's 4:30." He goes, "No, I'm going to pick you up at 4:30." And he kept repeating himself. And so then when I came over, he's sitting
Thank you,
there
Smokey.
staring at the TV remote.
Thank you for being you.
And I said, "What's wrong?" And he goes, "I think something's wrong with the TV remote. I'm trying to change the channel, but I can't do it." And I go, "What do you mean you can't do it?" He goes, "I just can't do it. My body won't let me. My hands won't let me do it." And that's when I'm like, "Yeah, you need to go to the hospital. Something's wrong." And I go, "Do you feeling any pain anywhere?"
Hi,
And he's just
Amanda.
like, "A little bit in my right arm." I go, "Let's go," because he's a heart patient, you know.
Yep.
So we took him right away, and then they were doing the test, and they said he had that little TMI. What is it? The TMJ, the mini stroke.
TMI. Yep. I had no
TIA. Yeah.
TI. Yeah. I keep saying I keep calling it the wrong thing. I had no pain at all. Like there, especially going through it, there was zero pain. I felt no discomfort at all. Just so strange, like almost like an out of body experience. That's the only way I can explain it. Like something that just you know right off the bat, like immediately,
Yes.
whatever
Hey,
is happening is not normal.
Thank you so much, Keith. That's sweet.
I didn't feel the pain until afterwards. Like probably, I don't know, probably about 10 to maybe 30 minutes. I don't know exactly how long it was, but I started noticing, like after the symptoms settled, I started noticing weird. I have a headache and I don't get headaches ever. Like I think I've told you guys I've had one headache in my life and it was from a sinus infection. I took the antibiotic, the headache went away. That's the only headache I've ever had in my whole life.
Oh my
And
God. You're
yeah,
so
I don't
lucky.
get them. I do not get headaches. And I started noticing, like, weird, my head
Oh,
hurts. It was
Amanda. Amanda
definitely a
had to take
different
her
type of
daughter
headache.
here. Are you okay? Or is she okay, Amanda? She had to take her daughter to urgent care yesterday. I hope
A lot of
everything's all
us.
right. Oh my gosh, we're all falling apart here.
And I remember laughing with so this really cute guy comes in and he's hooking me up to this because they did everything like really quickly, like chest x-rays. I don't know exactly why they did a chest x-ray, but whatever. Chest x-ray, EKGs, all that. And this guy came in and he's hooking me up. And the sticky things wouldn't stick to my legs. And I remember looking at him and I said, it's because of all that fucking hair. I don't shave my legs for a week. And this is the one time that I have to go into the hospital. Oh, I was so embarrassed. I was so embarrassed. He
I
started
don't know. You
laughing.
look pretty cute in that little mask. I don't know.
Oh my gosh. My legs are so hairy though. For real, like I was so embarrassed by that. I'm sure they've seen much worse, but he could not get those darn sticky things to stick to my legs. telling
Oh
you,
my
it's
God,
probably
that's
because
so
of
funny.
freaking
Isn't it funny
mammoth
the things
amounts of
the
hair.
things we think about?
Amanda Ray, she's got to have a pediatric cardiologist appointment. What?
Oh
Oh
goodness,
no.
goodness.
Did you not hear me when I said?
Amanda Ray, so sorry. Oh, we're all falling apart here. I'll be back at first break. Loves you. Love you too, Smokey. Yeah, you come on back. Y'all come back now. Here. Well, I'm glad that it dissipated and it went away and you're okay now because
You know,
God, you
it's
had us
really fortunate
freaked
you
out.
were at a stroke hospital because you could have just as easily been diagnosed as it being a migraine and just meh. Of course, you know, having your history and being on Coumadin for so long, that would have stuck out like a sore thumb.
Yeah, it did.
In my brain.
I could tell even by the labs that they were really interested in what my blood was doing.
Yes.
So I didn't see that till
Yep.
after.
Yep. Yep. So and that history of that Coumadin, thank God that was there because that pulls you away from that just a simple
wasn't
migraine
there.
diagnosis. But no, did you tell them about the Coumadin that you had been on it before?
Yeah.
See, that's what I'm saying.
Luckily, so all of I'd never been there. I've lived here and I've never had to go
Hey,
like myself to a hospital for anything, you know,
right.
urgent. So everything that I do is with my oncologist like hours away.
Right.
So luckily they had me sign some paperwork so
They could access
pull,
that.
Yes, yep. So then they were able to have everything.
Right. Because see, that kept them from diagnosing you as, oh, it's just a migraine, which that would have been, you know, not good. And they could see that, okay, maybe this is a TIA and not that, which is it's vastly different. I mean, they're similar because of their causes, but you need a different fix. You need a longer term fix because it could just keep happening. If your blood's not thinned appropriately, you're going to set up for blood clot. But you know that. So yeah, thank God.
I've
And
been
you know
doing good off the blood thinners, to be honest. Like I have had no issues ever since I've been off them. And I kind of in my own mind, I'm like, all right, well, maybe I don't. Well, maybe I won't have to take them again. Yeah, no, nah.
Yeah. It's just
So
your
this is my
genetics.
first time ever getting back on them, though, not being inpatient. So typically, anytime I've had to get back on them, I'd be in the hospital. They'd start me with like heparin, and then they'd start me with the Coumadin, and they would get me up to therapeutic level before I left.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not doing that this time. Am I gonna have to like go in for
Hey, Kenzie. Yeah, you're gonna have to.
30 different appointments as they get me up to therapeutic level?
Could be. But that's okay because you know what? It beats having permanent strokes as symptoms for the rest of your life and being dependent on people to, like, I don't know, wipe your butt.
No,
So
I
think of
agree.
it in those terms.
I
Every
agree.
time
I
you have to
agree.
do those 30 appointments. Yeah.
The wiping the butt thing, no way, man.
Right.
No.
Yeah. Yeah. That's where I draw the line.
Oh my gosh. I'm just
But
telling you
I'm
that
just so glad you're okay now.
Yeah.
you guys ever see that?
What?
If you guys ever see someone like not being able to speak, that you call
Get them
911.
help.
I should have called 911 myself.
You should have.
Mm-hmm.
Looking
So how
back,
did you tell your husband what was going on? Like
so
how did you
through voice messaging. Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
The talk to text or whatever.
Yeah. And it was like, I'm telling you, I gotta show you.
Mm-hmm.
I can laugh about it now, but like it wasn't funny at the time. My
Of course
God.
not.
So now my husband knows, like, because
Mhm.
that's never happened in all the years we've been married. I've never, I've never had to let him know something like that was going on. So now we know if I ever call him and it's like, and I'm not able to,
Just get to
express
me.
it.
Yeah.
Yes, yep. And he's like, well, what if you pocket dial me though? Well,
That's
I don't
what I was
pocket
just
dial,
thinking.
so
Oh my God.
You should test it out. Just randomly send a bunch of little letters and a text and see
oh
what he
my
does.
gosh.
That's not nice. Don't do that.
But the good thing is that I've learned, like the way that our technology is these days, the autocorrect. So even if you can get sort of like
Yes.
sort of the word through, autocorrect will really help out
I
in a
mean,
time
Yeah.
that you need it.
normally I'm cussing it because it completely destroys what I'm trying to say, but
It
I
doesn't
can
let you
see,
cuss. Yeah, mine doesn't let me cuss. I have to actually keep correcting myself till I can cuss.
you know, I'm thinking, let me look at my text thing because I'm thinking if you can't say anything, if you just type a series of one letter or like an exclamation point or something that would get it across to him that I can't type, I can't tell you what's going on, just get here, But then
There's
again, voice
gotta
or dial.
My husband brought up this morning. There's got to be like some sort of medical app out there that you can just hit one button and it'll like
Yeah.
send out
Well,
messages to
there is an
people.
app
Like,
for women who are in domestic violence situations that Dr. Phil's wife came up with. Ems, we need to get together and work on an app for medical and
that's
become
what my
rich.
husband said.
And then we can go to the Bahamas and sit on the beach and have Tito service Mai Tais. Just saying, you like Mai Tais? We could go get some.
Seriously, like, and I now know that there's a way that you can get 911 through your phone with just hitting like
Emergency
a
call.
couple of buttons. I
Yeah.
need to figure out how to do that because I don't think that I would have been able to dial the numbers. So
Yeah, no.
I got to figure that out. And there's
Mm-mm-mm.
a way to do it by voice, but how, if you don't have voice, like if you can't speak properly, how do you get it pulled up on your phone?
Right.
I mean, I don't know.
There ought to be something where if you speak and it comes out gibberish, it calls your emergency contact person
Right.
automatically and says she needs help or whatever.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. There's got to be something like that out there. And if not, somebody needs to invent it
And
because
there needs to be an
my
auto
God.
app that when my mother does butt dial someone or they butt dial her, she does not say, "Is this a booty call?" Can you not? Can you not say that? I'm like, that's not a booty call. Yes, it is. You dialed me with that's a butt dial, mom, not a booty call. There's a difference. Mhm. You
I
hold the
wish now.
volume and the power button and it calls 911.
Remy says it's
Huh.
also helpful if you have a friend who you text a number or code and they know you need medical help. Why do you think Ems has my info?
See, I don't know if I would have had the know-it-all to do multiple. I know this sounds ridiculous, but to do multiple actions together, if that makes sense.
Proficient in gibberish.
Yes, Kenzie, and I've noticed too, like if your phone's disconnected for any reason whatsoever, you're still able to call 911. Remember the one that Jenna did, the true crime with all the family, the kids, the House of Horrors?
My doctor's
Mhm.
coming in, guys. I'll be back.
Okay, babe.
Okay.
Okay.
That phone was disconnected. It didn't have service, but she was able to dial 911. Even though it wasn't like connected to like Sprint or AT&T or whatever, she could still dial 911 on that phone. That's how she got them help. So there's that.
The whole time that I'm sitting there, like I thought it was gonna go away. I kept sitting there remembering, like, oh my gosh, like maybe this is just a fluke. Maybe it'll go away. Maybe it'll go away. Maybe it'll go away. So I totally see why people wait. I totally see why people wait now.
Oh, Remy, that's a good idea. She said donate old cell phone numbers to battered women's shelters because they can pass them out and they can still dial 911. Even if they
Yep.
have a phone that's not connected to a service of any kind. That's a good point.
Yeah, that is a good point.
Mm-hmm. Ems, I'm so glad you're okay.
Oh
Jeez.
God. I'm like, I read that in Discord and I'm like, holy shit, can anything more happen to this woman? Good Lord.
I feel totally fine. Like I feel like I
Well,
could
I
be
know you
cartwheels
are,
and
but
not think twice about it.
we were freaked out about it. As soon as we saw that, it was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I was freaked out about it too, man.
I read it
Like,
and thought, it's not April Fool's, is it?
to this
No.
day, in all of my years of life, this is by far, even though it was a very short thing that happened, this is by far the scariest thing I've ever had happen to me. Ever.
Yeah.
There is nothing else that will beat that feeling. Nothing.
You were kind of funny though when you said, "I'll come into voice chat after I pee."
And then you never
Oh
came
my
back. I thought, is there
God.
bladder rupture? What's going on? Because
Well, I didn't want to
like,
bother them.
where is she?
So they didn't hook me up to fluids right away. Like maybe they wanted to like wait and see until they started hooking me up to things. I don't know. Like they had me hooked up to all these other wires, but no fluids. And then they started giving me fluids, and that made the peeing situation 10 times worse.
Ems,
But
I have to tell you,
to bother them.
I pulled an Ems day before yesterday.
Oh boy.
I was out in the country and I had to pee so bad. So I found a spot. It was all pasture, no homes. And I was like, yeah, I got it. And thank God I had a roll of paper towels, because remember when I spit the tea all over my windshield and I had to clean it off? Well, I just kept them in there in case that ever happened again with the cleaner too. And I was like, oh yes, I have paper towels.
And Ems, she told me I just pulled an Ems, and we knew exactly what she meant.
I had to pee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, monkey.
The
Hey,
last
monkey.
time I did that, I ended up peeing all over my freaking shoes, man.
I had on
how I managed that. Like splatterage.
I had on my rubber boots because it's been, another storm down here. So thank God I wore my boots that day. I was like, yeah, I can get out of here and pee. And no one will see me. Someone saw me pee in the woods. Could have been a deer.
I will never forget when we first moved here, I had to take my daughter to a softball game, and she was playing for the schools, and the schools in this area, they're pretty, far apart. Mm-hmm. So we had to go to this town I wasn't familiar with. And around here, you're lucky if you get like a one gas station in the whole town. So I couldn't even find a gas station. And I'm like, man, I gotta pee. So I left the game. I got in my car, went trying to find like somewhere to pee, because none of the schools were locked up because it was after hours. I'm like, I have to pee. So I found this back road that I thought nobody would be coming down. I find this back road. I pull over to the side of the road. I open my car door so that way if anyone came from the other direction, they wouldn't see me. So I'm sitting there peeing, and all of a sudden, here comes this fucking tractor. Like,
of course, it's a farmer.
Oh my God!
Telling you, I have never moved so quick in my life. But at least then I only had to half pee at that point, because I at least got, I topped it off a little bit. Right? Went back to the game. No one ever knew.
Sunnyside, listen, these aren't the classy white typical shrimp boots. And if you're from Cameron, Louisiana, they call those Cameron Reeboks, those big tall white rubber boots.
Yes, they do. They
Cameron
do.
Reeboks.
I didn't know that.
Mine are cute.
I did.
They're upscale from that, but yeah, the rubber boots.
Mm-hmm. Well, they call them Southern Reeboks or something, because I just saw someone else talking about them.
Yeah.
It was in a. I don't even remember where I saw it.
All the shrimpers wear them. It's so funny.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So yeah, that's my new thing now. I have to laugh every time.
Hey, Captain.
Out there, I think of Ems. Ems would do it. I'm gonna wear a bracelet that says, "What would Ems do?"
I remember trying to pee in the woods once, and I had UGG boots on. Mm-hmm. Oh my God, peed all over those damn boots. And let me tell you, if UGG boots saturated in urine,
they're going to the garbage.
That's gross.
If I had on Uggs, I would probably just let my bladder rupture and be done with it. Or I would take them off, put them back in the truck, pee, wipe off my feet, and then put them back in the Uggs. I don't know. I don't know what I would have done. What would Ems do? She'd pee on the boots.
I do, man. I apparently have really bad aim. I don't know. I pee all over my shoes all the time.
That's why men say we're jealous of them, because we can't pee standing up.
Sonny said she said she wants to make her grandbabies marching boots out of shrimp boots. Look, they're so classy. Hey, Carrie. Hey, Captain Obvious. If I didn't see you earlier, because I miss things. Can I tell you?
I do
Kimberly, I wish you luck.
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you that the place I went to yesterday, it is definitely not a huge place, but they were phenomenal. They did such a good job. the doctors were, I mean, you don't always experience that, like really good doctors
Yeah.
and really good
No.
nurses. And
Kimberly,
they
let
were
us know.
so good.
I had a doctor yell at me when I had to have stitches in my head because he was trying to put the needle in me. It was burning. And he was so rude. Oh my God.
Mine was
I was
great.
like,
Dude, they
ow,
were
that
sticking
burns.
me with push pins in the forehead and I didn't even feel it. What do you think about that?
Really?
I
Yeah.
didn't even
Is that
feel
like
it.
some kind of test you have to get when
They did
that
all
happens?
kinds of tests. They had
Yeah.
me close my eyes. And at the time, I didn't know why he had me close my eyes, but he apparently had me do it so he could push me with that pin. And like, I had no clue he was doing it in the forehead. I could feel it on all my left side, but my right side was still so weird.
Did they ask you
Um,
questions? Because when I hit my head and I had to
yep,
get stitches, they were asking me, what year is it? Who's the
yep,
president? Were they asking you those questions?
yep. And I could
Oh,
answer them just fine. But let me tell you, I know why they asked those now because when it was happening, he would have said, you know, here's a TV. What is this? You would not have been able to say it.
No.
So
when you were in the full blown,
Yep.
yeah,
yeah.
yep. You could never have said it. Like you would have known what it was in your mind,
Mhm.
but you wouldn't have been able to say it.
Mhm.
It's the
No wonder
weirdest
people
thing,
have to
man.
relearn how to talk and stuff. You always wonder about that. And it's like, why do they have to relearn how to talk?
Yep,
Like when
I
they know
get
what
it
things
now.
are. Now, yeah, now I understand.
Oh, so do I. I will never forget. I things now that I never knew the reason of,
Hey, Amanda.
things now make sense to me.
Yeah.
I totally get it.
Yeah. And, again, thank God you went to a stroke center unknowingly, but you start
Yep,
describing those symptoms and immediately, they're
yep.
trained neurologically to know, okay, big disconnect there. So
So had I gone left instead of turning right, they said that I would have gotten there and I would have been transferred right away.
yeah,
So I unknowingly made a really good choice. I
yep,
didn't even know that I
yeah,
made it, but I didn't know that there's certain places that are stroke centers. I had no idea. Like I
yeah.
thought all hospitals are trained to treat that stuff, and
They
they're not.
are, but they're not, like I said, if you'd have gone somewhere else, they may have just, charted it off to it being a migraine,
See, I don't think they could have. I mean,
Well, if they had access, and most places do now, thank God, they have access to other facilities' records where they've treated you. So they can real quick go look at that and say, oh shit, she's got a long history of being on Coumadin. No, 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 this is not a migraine. This is something different. She's got a history of forming blood clots. So we're going to look at TIA or stroke, which are
yep. I
the
mean,
same thing, but one's a little one and one's a big one. Yeah.
they didn't mess around. Within my first 5 minutes of being there, the doctor came in and he says, "You're going to be spending the night here." And I think they told me that just so I could let people know, I'd imagine.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not sure if it was like questions they were having. I don't know exactly what made them know that it was something a little more serious, but it was like they just knew. I don't know. It was within the first 5 minutes of me being there,
Mm-hmm.
like their thought process started changing
Yeah.
and they moved so quickly. I have to have CTs all the time to check for clots. Um, well, not anymore. I don't have them anymore, but I used to. And this is the very first time I've ever seen the doc because they called the neurologist in. And that neurologist, I went into this room and they were scanning my head, and the neurologist was in the room watching it as it was being scanned.
Yeah.
I've never seen that before.
Yeah.
Usually he goes out and the results get sent back to him. He followed me right in and watched the whole thing.
Right. Because there is a protocol for major stroke that, there's IV medication that they get in to quickly dissolve those clots, but you only have a certain amount of time to get that in that
He told
patient.
me 3 hours. He
Yep.
told me, yep,
Because if you
yep,
don't, then those symptoms stay. And then you're looking at
yep.
rehab and you're looking at learning how to do things over again and all the different levels of therapy, speech and physical and occupational. And if they don't get that treated quickly, it can be treated quickly and you don't have those effects or you do. So, thank God. Which
They
most
were
hospitals do
fantastic,
have
though.
that. They've got that same protocol, but they're not as on top of it because they're labeled a stroke center. So they
Yeah.
know that they're going to be sent from other hospitals, these same types of patients. So they're really brushed up on it. I'm so
I
glad
was
you went there.
I was really impressed. And I don't get impressed much with physicians just because I see, it's a crapshoot. You get 50-50 if they're going to be any good or not.
Right.
And everybody there was excellent. Everyone.
So
Mhm.
did they take you into a room right away, or did you have to wait?
Immediately.
Like Ginger Lock's
Immediately.
mom had to wait like friggin' 12 hours
No.
or something to get a room.
Mhm.
I walked in, and I think they could tell kind of what was going on a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And they didn't even take my, insurance information, none of that. They
No.
put a bracelet on me and walked me immediately to the room.
Mhm.
The nurse came in. She said, "We're going to be buds now. You're going to have to take off all your clothes right in front of me. Um, and I'm going to start hooking you up while you're getting your gown on." And that's how quickly it happened.
Yeah.
And they
Well,
wheeled
that's
me right
good.
from there, right to get the CT of the head within a matter of minutes.
Mhm. They do the
It
same
was
thing with
that
heart,
fast.
with chest pain. If you go into an ER and say, "I'm having chest pain," that's it. You're done. You're going straight back.
That's what
to work
Remy
with
should
heart.
have done when she was having all those problems.
Mhm.
She should have gone to a hospital.
Mhm. Yeah.
They did a great job, though. Great job. And they started even before any of the results came back. The doctor came in, and this was the first time I had ever heard that TIA. I've never heard of that before. And he came in and he's like, "This is what I think happened." And he started it. And I looked at him and I said, "Wait a second, stroke? Like, I know someone that had a stroke. Like, that shit just doesn't go away." And he's like, "No, it does. And here's what happened to you." Um,
Oh,
just started, explaining everything. But I did not know that I didn't know that could happen, man. I thought if you had a stroke, it didn't just go away. I thought you went to the hospital and you were going to be in there a long time. I did not know this was a thing. I had
Yeah.
no clue.
Yeah.
So,
Mhm.
man, if you ever see someone talking strange,
Yeah.
get them to a hospital quick.
Yeah. Because you got a protocol. I mean, it's, same thing with heart. Yeah. Oh, I'm just glad you're okay.
yeah, me too.
It's like looking at you in a hospital gown. I'm like, what the fuck is going
Wait.
on?
And she looked so damn cute.
Yeah, bitch.
At that point, I felt
Whatever.
fine.
Even hospital
Nails
gown was
done,
cute.
makeup on, hair done.
But
You're having
yeah,
a
her
stroke.
hair was so cute. She
Flipping
had,
off
You guys,
2020.
she just
it's
she looked like
it's be-
you would see somebody in the movies, yeah, like in the hospital, all perfectly coiffed.
it's because it happened like in late morning. Like I was already around for the day, just doing my thing. I was cleaning the house, and then I sat down and I was curious about those damn German
Even the
shepherds.
hospital gowns were cute, though.
I know.
They were cute. Oh my God.
I don't think they're
But we're just
cute.
glad you're okay. And we were really worried about you,
Mm-hmm.
all of us. And we were waiting for you. We were like waiting and waiting. Well, all she has to
I
do
have
is
to
pee.
pee. Did they
I
ever,
had to
They
oh,
pee
don't
oh
let
so
my
her
God.
bad.
pee
We're
yet.
like in voice chat and everybody's like, did Ems ever get to pee?
I'm like, whatever happened? Nobody knew because you didn't come back. So we were like, oh God, I hope everything's okay.
Things though, I felt like every couple of minutes someone was coming in for something,
Oh,
and
Oh,
they
that's
had like
good.
people pushing the carts down to do different, scans and stuff right in the room. Um, it was a very busy time,
So how
and then and
how
then once
long?
it got settled, that's when I started getting bored, and I'm like, I'm fine to go home. I'm all right.
yeah.
And the nurse is like, "No." I said, "I'm fine." Nah.
So you drove yourself back home?
No, 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 no.
I was gonna say you
Mm-mm.
shouldn't have done that. How long all told were you in there? Like all
Oh, So it happened in the middle of the day, and I didn't get home until the middle of the night.
Okay.
Yep. I actually, um, looking back at my text messages, because I had to give them a timeline um, of like how long things happened, and I couldn't really remember, but I could look at my phone and tell, okay, I started trying to text my husband at this time, and I knew that it was already happening for like 10 minutes before that. So I was able to put a pretty good and accurate timeline together. So thank God for cell phones.
Right.
Like right
Well,
down to the minute. I could tell them when it started happening based on what I was doing on my phone. And not everything was going through properly, but I sure was trying.
well, it's good that you could tell them everything so they knew exactly what was happening.
Because apparently it's pretty common. Um,
I've never
like,
heard of it.
yeah,
I've
I hadn't
never,
either.
I'm glad I know about it now because if it ever happens to me, I know just get to the hospital, you know.
But when it does happen, apparently the timeline of things are, you know, pretty much like they're able to tell you that things should get better within 60 minutes. And um, sometimes you have some residual effects that may last like 24 hours.
But
So
you
they're,
haven't experienced any, right?
no, just the headache, just the headache. And the headache today isn't even horrible. I mean, like I said, when I woke up, I'm like, woohoo, it's gone. And I stood up, and that was like the real test because I was not able to just stand up, you know, good yesterday. So I stood up, and it felt great. I walked upstairs because I did not sleep in my bed last night. I was too scared. So
Why
I
were you
walked
scared?
upstairs.
Why
I
were
don't
you,
know,
you just were
because I
scared?
yeah, like I still am freaked out by it. Like it's something gonna happen, you know? Like I still am weirded out by that. I think it's just natural anxiety after something like that happens. I don't know.
So what did you do? Like when you got home, did you just sit up or?
I I started, believe it or not, when I got home, I put my headphones in and I started watching videos. Like
Oh, do
I
not
want to
watch
know.
YouTube videos. You get more stressed out.
No, not those kind of videos. I
Oh,
started
okay.
watching videos of what happens inside of the brain because
Oh,
I'm
okay.
so curious about that now. Like what was happening to me. I wanted to know everything. I wanted to know what I looked like. So that's why I started watching videos of people that have been caught on camera while it's happening. Um, and now I fully understand what happened.
Yeah. Well, I don't understand, but I know if I get those symptoms, what to do.
Yeah, don't fuck around. Don't mess around. And when I say they're not mild, they're not like you're not gonna feel them and like have to wonder if that makes sense.
Right.
Like
Right.
you, I mean, in my case anyway, I knew. Like I didn't know what was happening, but I knew it was a medical emergency.
Right.
There's nothing that can, I don't know. You don't sit there and wonder like, okay, is this something bad or is it? You know, it's something bad.
Well, I can imagine if you can't even speak.
Yeah, you can
No,
try to speak. You're gonna
I know,
sound like
but
a kindergartner.
what's weird about it is you know what you want to say and you can't say it. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I mean? You know what everything is. It's not like
Yep.
you don't know your surroundings or what's going on. You just can't
Yep.
verbalize anything. That's
Mm-hmm.
what's
Absolutely.
the brain is so weird.
It is. It's amazing, actually. The way that it, fires up to produce information is amazing.
What,
Um, I don't know. And now it makes me wonder if people in comas and stuff, you know how they say people in comas can still hear you?
yes.
Now it makes me wonder, can they? Because, like, there's so many different parts of the brain certain parts still might be functioning fine. Other parts just may not be. I don't know.
Oh God. Well, I don't know. Unless you're a doctor, I guess you can't really understand the brain and how it functions. But that had to be scary. That
Yeah.
had to have been scary. Well, thank God you're all right.
Yeah, I'm good.
Thank God. How's your
Totally
husband?
fine.
Is your husband freaked out about it?
Oh yeah, yeah. He's freaked out. You know what he said he's freaked out the most about?
What?
So apparently we had a conversation. I don't even remember having this conversation, but like 2 weeks ago, we were talking about, how if one of us ends up, sick to the point where one of us needs to be the full-time caretaker, that we would do it for each other. And apparently I said to him, I said, oh yeah, if I had some massive stroke and could no longer wipe my own ass, you would do that? And apparently he said yes. That was 2 weeks ago. I don't even remember saying that to him.
Wow.
Oh my
And
God.
he said that like freaks him out that we just talked about that, and then shit like that happens.
Wow. Hey, Jason. Yeah. Well, that's a good husband.
He
That's a good
wouldn't.
husband.
Are you kidding me? He would hire someone, and I would probably be the woman that, like, I don't know, lays in bed with some freaking nurse, and he's wilding out at the casino. He's not fooling anyone.
Right.
Actually, I don't know. Are the casinos open?
Or the what?
Are the
Probably.
casinos open?
Probably. Can't go to the grocery store, but you can go to the casino.
Yeah.
I think
COVID
the
is
casinos
smart, man.
are open.
COVID knows.
Doesn't COVID like last on like surfaces for a long time?
Carrie,
So
I'm
if you're
sorry to
going
hear
to
that.
the casino, did they wipe down every machine after people use it?
No,
Usually
I
you can't
guarantee
peel them
they
off
don't.
of it long
Did you
enough
have to
to
have
clean
a
it.
COVID test? Oh, sorry, didn't mean.
No, nope. They did not
What?
do a COVID test. Nope.
Really? Holy
Nope.
cow! I thought everybody did.
Morning,
Mm-mm.
Jason
No
love.
COVID test. I mean, I would imagine that they would have had to stick me up the nose, right?
Yeah.
No
Oh,
COVID test.
they didn't even ask. Did they? Well, they must
Mm-mm.
have taken your temperature though. They
Yeah,
had to have
they
taken your
did.
temperature.
Yep, they did that. They were actually walking me back. She stuck the thing to my forehead.
Probably. Did you have a temperature? Did they
Oh,
tell
I don't
you?
know. I have no idea. No, they didn't tell me.
Probably didn't have a temperature.
I
Be
bet
right
you I
back.
could look though. The paperwork that they gave me is like so detailed. I've never seen anything like it before. There's like 15 pages, and it includes
Oh my
all
God.
of all of my lab work. It includes what happened. It includes the links to my scans, and I'd imagine that it's because that's not my hospital. I'd imagine that's why they gave me all that, or maybe they just always give people that now. I don't know. I've never seen
I
anything
thought
like that.
automatically if you go to the hospital, they give you a COVID test. That's what I thought.
Mm-mm.
I don't know.
They didn't.
I guess
They did
not.
not give me one.
Wow. Thank God
I'd
you're okay.
imagine. I would imagine that maybe if things hadn't happened so fast, that they would have. Like, is there any way they could have given me a COVID test like through my blood?
They're doing vaccine shots here in the US and overseas too coming up. What, like COVID vaccines shots? I thought that was next year.
Oh, geez.
Would it come up in
Not
blood
good.
work?
I don't know.
I don't know if I would take a vaccine. That's just
I
experimental.
bet you though. I bet you when they looked at, I should go get it. I bet you when they looked at my white cell count, I bet they were like, "What the fuck?" So that was my white cell count ever since I got sick has been ridiculous. Like, my labs are not good, and I think that's why. Like, I kept telling them that is like my norm now. So I think it was very helpful that they could they had me sign that paperwork so they could look at my records. Thank God that our state has that, where like all of the records are linked. I love that.
Well, can't they just go into a computer and see?
Yeah,
You know what
now,
I
but
mean?
you have to sign off on that. Like they can't
Yeah.
just do that. They just can't look at your records just cause.
Just cause. Well,
Yeah.
at least
What's
you're
Miss
okay.
D doing? Knocking on doors? Taking
I
names?
don't know, Miss D. She's MIA. She might be getting ready for work.
I put y'all on mute because I'm tying my shoes and I didn't want to be breathing like, some other creators do when they're, whatever. I'm just saying, I'm not a creator, but,
So
trying to
it
spare
looks
y'all.
like I've missed some major stuff.
Well, Carrie was just saying that, she was really kind of frustrated. And I think a lot of people are, and I'm glad she brought that up because of the COVID situation. There's been a lot of stuff that's gone that unintentional, whatever it is, unintended consequences. She said, what scares me is that this damn virus is stopping other illnesses. Cancer can't be detected on a Zoom. Exactly. As a matter of fact, speaking of strokes, you guys, if you'll remember, my niece that had 5 aneurysms in her head. One of those aneurysms, she was supposed to go get an MRI with contrast, and they canceled it because they considered it an elective procedure. Elective not to die, because guess what? After they canceled that procedure because of COVID, she had a major stroke and now has no use of the right side of her body. You're welcome. 36 years old.
They couldn't do that was a big deal with them. Like they were pushing to do the IV dye, and if you remember, that's like my biggest allergy is IV dye. It will fuck me up.
Yep.
So then they went back and forth, like risk versus,
Benefit,
reward or whatever.
Mhm.
And they did not end up using the dye.
Thank God. Kind of. I mean, I'm glad that it wasn't to a point where they felt they really, it would have been more beneficial to do it. Thank God you weren't at that stage, right?
Nope.
Because that would have been
Well, they
on top of it all.
had I not been able to explain that had I not had my words to me yet, that I could have explained that is my allergy, my biggest allergy, they would have given me that. And within seconds of injecting me, they would have found themselves in a situation.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't take long for that stuff to start really messing me up.
Yeah. No, Carrie, not at all. You're not bringing the chat down. Honey, my heart goes out to you and prayers and for your friend's family. It's just horrible what's going on. And what do you do? What do you do?
Captain Obvious said 3 of their schools closed last night.
Wow.
I believe it.
It's just nuts.
I'm going to knock on wood.
Is your daughter still
a COVID case?
Is your daughter still in college and at school?
Mm-hmm.
I still have to send you that bag.
That bag. That bag is so cute.
Laundry
it was
bag.
Supposed to be shut down. We were making all the plans to go get her, and it goes by. So it's the number that the governor gave all of the colleges here. It's not just a flat number. It's a number that's based on how many students you have there.
Okay.
And I mean, I don't know if it's luck, but she's in a school that has a ton, like a huge number of students. So they were right on that line. And then all of a sudden, I don't know how it happened so quickly, but all of a sudden the numbers went way down. So, and now they've just been kind of ping ponging, but they're not right at the threshold anymore. So that's good.
Yeah, it's all percentage based. Right. Parents, God, that's another area too, that it kind of breaks my heart, because what do you do? I mean, you're trying to work and provide for your family, but then you've got this childcare situation going on that normally is taken care of in large part by school or after school daycares that now are not, functioning. I'm guessing. So then what? You've got to learn to scale back. And then what if you can't scale back? What if you're in a position where you're living month to month? And all of a
Yep.
sudden your month goes away or half of your month because somebody's got to stay home and take care of the kids and teach them now.
What about the single parents
Yeah, exactly.
that can't quit their jobs because that's how they're providing for their family? What happens then? What happens to those kids? You know? God. It's
Yeah.
just such a sucky, sucky, sucky situation to be into.
Or Carrie too, if she has a phone and you can do like virtual flowers or a
Vulture?
yeah, that word card. Virtual. There it is. Virtual card. Those are good too. I love getting those. They're cute.
Okay, I don't mean to cut it short, but the doctor's
cutting it
office
short.
is open now, so I gotta
Go call them. Go
Okay,
call 'em.
Ems. We love you.
Love
Love
you
you,
too.
Em. Praying for you, baby.
Okay. Yes, we
Oh,
are.
I don't need any prayers. I'm good to go.
It doesn't matter. You're getting them anyway.
Yeah, you're getting them whether you want them or not.
Nate Steele, don't waste your prayers on me. I am solid.
You're
Okay.
solid.
I'll be in chat.
Solid.
I'm sure it'll only take me a minute. I'm sure. Okay, bye.
Okay, take care of
Okay, honey.
yourself. Bye.
Who's coming up here so I can get on this business call here in a minute with my non-job?
Nobody wants to come up with me anymore.
Yes, they do too.
I'm all alone. Jenna hasn't come up. I've asked her.
Jenna
twice.
Moon. Jenna Moon.
Captain Obvious was going to come up one day. But
Captain
she didn't come
Obvious.
up.
Yes.
I
because
want to.
on
Yeah,
a-
I want her to email me so I can send her the link. Nanya's going to be fired because she always leaves me every freaking day. Heath can come up. Heath comes up
Oh,
sometimes.
Keith could come up too. Yes.
Yes, that strapping young man.
Those have to work with. There's no child care. Yeah. See. Yep. Who needs to come back? Oh, Mrs. Marshall. I don't remember Mrs. Marshall.
Who are you talking about? Who are you reading a comment?
Yeah.
No, whose comment are you reading?
Samara. Oh,
Oh,
Marsha.
Samara.
Marsha. Yes, I miss Marsha.
Oh, Marsha. Yeah. I hope she's okay. Sending prayers to her too. I'm getting ready to stockpile bread and stuff. Why? Because of the new spike? I don't know. Is there a spike there in Canada?
I don't know.
Marsha, I can't spell. Okay. Marsha White Sharky.
Okay.
Has anybody talked to her
I have not.
and see how she's doing? I've never talked to her behind the scenes. So. The link is not working. Hang on. This should work.
What?
Try it again. Try it again. Did it come up? Hey, Leo's
Yeah.
wife. Good morning. How's the beach? The beach, the bitch, the bitch, the beach.
Mm-hmm.
How you doing? You just get up?
BlueMountain.com viral card website. Yeah.
Virtual.
Viral. What the hell?
There's Jenna. There's Jenna. Hey, Jenna.
Hey, good morning,
saved
everyone.
me.
I had to finish. I did write in chat, but you must have missed it when you asked me to come up. I was like, I'll come up in a minute. I had to finish.
Leo's wife.
I had to finish a couple of things before I jumped up.
Okay, Miss
So-
B said that she heard from Marsha yesterday and she's doing good. Thank you, Miss B.
Yes,
Oh,
good.
good. Glad to hear that.
Yeah, me too.
I'm gonna put me on mute so I can go and make this phone call.
Okay.
I'm fine.
Hey, Leo's
Back in a minute.
wife. How's the vacation going? Girlfriend? Hello?
Sorry, my dog's going nuts. We're outside, and he sees other dogs, so he's going nuts.
Is that Winston?
Yes,
Winston!
we're outside because he had to go potty, and it's nice out here, but every time a dog goes by, he loses his mind.
Did you go swimming yet?
No, we haven't yet.
Why, you
it's
don't like
chilly.
swimming at the beach?
It's chilly here.
Oh,
chilly.
is it?
Yeah, it's beautiful. I mean, it's
Yeah.
nice. It's really nice.
Well, that's
Hold on a
good.
minute, I'll show you the beach. Hold on.
All right. going to show us the beach.
So how is everybody this morning? It's good to see everybody. And yes, prayers to Ems, even if she doesn't want them. We love you, Ems, and we just want you to get better and the hits to stop coming, let me tell you.
All right, we're trying to see the beach here. Look at her. All decked out.
She's muted.
Oh, she went down. She was trying to show us the beach.
Yeah.
We're here. We're waiting.
Yeah, so I was listening to you talking about, the kids and things like that on with the C word going on. And
Right.
I feel you. I'm actually helping my friends because they both work full-time jobs and they have a daughter, and the mother works in the school system. So she still has to go to work. They're doing like bag lunches and stuff for the kids, like lunchtime and breakfast. So she's been going in and helping with that, but she's usually a teacher. But they're finding things for the teachers to do, but they're not allowing the kids to go to school. And she needed somebody to babysit, because the daycare, everything's closed down and everything. So she was like, either I'm going to have to leave the school or my husband is going to have to leave his job, because we need somebody to watch her and make sure her schoolwork's getting done and all that. So me and one of our other friends offered. So we switched times.
Listen to Winston.
Please come here. You're gonna get come here. Oh my gosh, y'all. You see it? Probably can't see it.
I can't see it.
Hold on.
Okay. Can you see it, John? Okay.
We'll get closer.
No, I see the clouds in the sky.
It's right below the clouds, the water.
Okay. So you're pretty close. So you can walk to the beach.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's good. Look at Winston.
She's gone again.
Yeah. Hey, Brian. Hey, Brian. Brian. Are you at work, Brian? Brian's always at work.
I'm supposed to go to the ocean Saturday, and I'm hoping it's going to be nice.
Is this your
anniversary weekend? Yep.
Happy
Monday.
anniversary.
Thank you. Monday is my wedding anniversary. So we're leaving tomorrow. Actually, my husband's getting out of work early today. He's getting out at 10. So he's coming home, and we have to fix work on the car and stuff. So he's going to do that. And we're going to do a couple other things, and then we leave tomorrow morning. But we'll be back home Sunday. My mom got us the room for a night, which I thought was just the sweetest thing of my mother. So we go for a night, and we'll be back Sunday.
How many years is it?
We have been together 21 years, but we've been married 18. It will be 18 years on Monday.
Aww.
I know, huh? It's crazy.
So what are you guys do you have anything planned?
I want seafood. That's all I want. I just want seafood.
You just want seafood.
That's all I want. I'm sure, see, where we're going, the water is always freezing. It doesn't matter. It could be 100 degrees out and that water's freezing. You put your toes in the water and they're numb within seconds. So I'm sure we'll walk the beach. I'm sure we'll do some like boardwalk because it's off season here. So I don't know if a lot of the stores will be open and stuff like on the boardwalk, but we'll see. We'll find something to do. We'll find something. Yeah.
Well, it'll be just nice for you two to get away together.
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah. And that's what I'm more excited that my husband gets to go away than me because, he works so much and he does so much and he just doesn't get a break. I mean, every family goes through that. So I'm more excited that he gets a break. So I'm really excited, and just to get away, just me and him, no dogs, no cats, no kids, no anything, no phone. I'm going to actually try to stay off of the internet, and maybe if he's sleeping or whatever, I'll jump off. But I'm really going to try to just spend time with him. So, yeah.
Captain Obvious is going on 22 years together and 19 married. So just about like
Oh,
you.
almost just like me. Yep. Thank you, Keith. Thank you, everybody.
We celebrated our 17th this year. It'll be 18 next year.
Oh, yeah. And how long have you been together?
17 years.
Oh,
We met.
really?
Well,
So
we
you
met.
got
We were
married
married.
fast?
We met on Valentine's Day and we're married 3 weeks later.
Wow. That's you're
I'm
going to have to
17.
tell that story, Carla. That sounds
Yeah.
like an interesting story.
And
You'll have
after
to-
we met, we were never apart. We've never been apart since then, ever.
So how did you meet?
I was working. I was
Oh,
a bartender and he came in and asked me out on a date. I was a bartender. It was Valentine's Day and I was giving flowers. I had went to the Dollar General and got all these roses, like, fake ones. And I was giving them to all the women that came into the bar. And he thought it was cute that I did that. So he asked me out on a date. So we went out on a date and we were, yeah.
that's so neat. And it's
And we were
funny
never,
because that's where I met my husband, was at a bar.
in a bar.
Funny. Yep. See, my friend, her husband was friends with my husband, but
Right.
we met at the bar. We went out one night. She invited me out. He invited him out, and we were both single, and we clicked, and we hung out a couple of times. But I had a young daughter. My
Right.
daughter was only like a year, and she had just turned 2. And I was really leery about letting him meet her. So I kind of needed to know if he was a good catch before I introduced him to my daughter. So I
Right.
actually was seeing him for like a month and a half before I even let him meet my daughter. And then once he met my daughter, and my daughter and him were so good together, I knew. And it's been history since. So. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Funny.
So it's funny that you met your husband at a bar, because everybody's like, no, meet people at the bar. It doesn't work. But
I say don't meet people on the internet. It never works. Except I met Eagle last night, and that was so awesome.
My brother's wife, they've been married probably 6 years now, and they met online. They met on a dating site. Yeah, they met on a dating site. So I guess people say don't meet at the bar, don't meet online, but I guess it's a risk, but sometimes it's a good risk. It ends up working out. Mm-hmm.
I'm going to be married in 18 years. So hi, I'm doll. But it just, if it's right, it's right. We both knew it was right. So that was 18 years ago. So
same here.
Meeting Eagle last night was awesome. She is awesome.
I was so happy for you guys.
Oh, it was so awesome. We had so much fun. And let me tell you, she honestly looks amazing in person.
She said the same about you. She was like, it's so funny because we'll sit, in Discord and we'll turn on the cameras, and we've all seen each other. We've seen you on camera. We've seen Eagle on camera. And Eagle says she looks nothing like she does on camera. If you see her in person, she's absolutely beautiful. And it's so funny because you say the same thing about Eagle. I was so happy for you guys. I think I was more excited waiting for you to get there last night. Like we were like, is she there yet?
Oh my God,
we
got lost. I would have gotten lost. I really would have.
Yeah, I bet. I bet you would, because you were nervous about going into the city by yourself. So I'm thankful that your husband, but Eagle said your husband was so sweet. And it
Oh
was,
yeah, he got right out of the car, like to meet her, and he gave her a big old hug. And
oh,
yeah, it was like,
that's so awesome.
yeah, it was.
Yeah, and I
Yeah.
love the things she gave you. Did you show everybody your necklace? I know
Oh
you
yeah,
showed them in the
I
mid
think I did
and
earlier, but yeah, she made this and a couple of other things. I'll wear different
now
ones.
that's made out
Green
of
necklace.
a rock or a crystal, right?
Right. I don't know if you
Yep.
can see it.
Oh, and
It's
that's
really,
better.
really pretty. It goes with
Mm-hmm.
this shirt really well. This is my favorite color, so yeah. Yeah, she's so sweet. Carla has beautiful dolly eyes. I don't know about that.
Leah's
Not
wife
first
said
thing in the
she
morning.
met her husband at a bar too. And
Oh, did you?
we just celebrated 27 years
27
of
years
marriage
married.
yesterday.
Yep.
Happy anniversary.
So, yeah. So, if it's right, it's right.
Morning,
You know what I
Hendo.
mean?
Dal. I feel like I'm saying your name wrong.
I'm Dal.
Hemdal. Good
I'm Dal.
morning. Good
That's real
morning,
pretty.
Charlie
Thank
girl
you,
says.
Charlie girl. Yes, it was. And she gave me a few other, I think two other necklaces and a bracelet, and they're all beautiful. They're all beautiful. I showed the girls when we were talking because we were on video call and we were showing them everything. But it was great. Yeah, my husband just got out of the car and gave her a great big hug. And then she showed him.
We're hoping someday the
Yes, we can
group that we
all meet.
hang out with, we can all get together one day. Hopefully,
We
someday.
have to, yeah, we have to meet. We have to pick a central place where it's easy for everyone to go to. So,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that would be awesome. It
It
really
would.
would be.
It
Because
would.
we all get along so well, you know.
Right, exactly. Yes, on the East Coast, right? And it's so cool. We all get along, but we all live everywhere. I think Miss
Yeah.
D is the furthest one away.
Well,
So,
I might be misbehaving. That's for
oh, it
she's in
might, oh, yeah,
she's in
misbehaving,
California.
California. That's
She's in
right.
California. Misdemeanor is in Texas. You're in Maine. I'm in Pittsburgh. Ginger Locke's mom is in New Jersey. So we're all over the place, actually.
Hemdell, actually, you didn't. I'm glad that you mentioned that because I totally forgot. You and Captain Obvious, and there's a couple other. For some reason, my Discord and Samara was with me through it all. I know Samara tried to get a hold of Captain Obvious. For some reason, the other day, my Discord went completely haywire. We couldn't see the chat. We couldn't see anybody. Samara, if you could actually if Carla don't mind, if you could drop my Discord link in the chat, because I can't through StreamYards for some reason.
Your Discord?
My Discord link, because there was a bunch of people that ended up not showing up anymore, but we don't know how. We don't know how they didn't show up. But all of a sudden they were gone, and I couldn't see my chats. I couldn't see my rooms. It was it went completely haywire. And the only thing I can think of is I actually went to Twitter and I messaged Discord because you can message them through Twitter.
It's not letting me send the link for some
It's
reason.
not. Oh, why?
No.
See? And
Am I not?
no,
No,
you
it's
are.
not. It's just giving me
See, that's the weird part. I'm
yeah, it's
telling
just
you.
bringing up your name when I bring up your Discord. That's all.
That's weird. Hold on. Let me look. But they said that they were doing updates.
Oh,
But
maybe that's it.
but I said at the same time, okay, you can do updates, but you removed people. Like people got bounced out. That makes no sense to me.
Really? People
Yeah,
got maybe I'm bounced out. Maybe
I don't know. But I didn't think they were bounced out because I can see Hemdall in my list, and I can see Captain Obvious in my list.
I don't see them.
But
I don't see
they,
them on my list.
yeah. And Samara couldn't see them, but I can. It's saying, okay, hold on. That
No,
is so weird.
no, I'm not. I'm not an admin in your thing.
You,
So I
how did
probably.
you not become, you were an admin?
Well, I'm not now because I'm pink. And aren't the admins purple? Because
I don't know. I don't
my
know how you're not an admin, but
I know
hold
you
on.
made me one that one day because you wanted to show me how to do
Yeah, and
something.
I kept you there.
Yeah,
That's weird. Hold on.
it changed me. That's probably why I couldn't send a link out. I don't know.
Hold on. I don't know what is going on. Discord is really starting to frustrate me, to be honest.
Oh, it
There's
has
the link.
frustrated me. I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't know what is going on, but they have to get it
Hey,
together.
Jimby. I looked at booking a trip to Cosmo.
Carla, why aren't you purple?
Cosmo. Well, can you see? I'm just
I
pink.
can.
For mid next year, it's so cheap. Got to get cancellation insurance just in case.
You're good now. But I just dropped the link, but
Oh,
you're
did
good.
you
You're
drop the
purple.
link? Okay.
Yeah.
That might be why I couldn't drop the link
So
because
I'm
they're doing that
sorry to
often.
anybody. If you guys cannot see my Discord, I don't know what is going on, but if you cannot see my Discord, I'm sorry. And if you would like to join, please rejoin.
Where did you
Wookie,
drop the link? I can't
in
see.
your chat.
Oh, okay. I see it. Okay. Okay. Well, Discord, I'm not really good at Discord anyways. I don't understand it all that well. You know what I mean? Jelly bean. So is anybody else
I
doing
do.
anything?
Sorry, I was rolling people. Yes, but you
Does
guys
any
should be all set now.
does anybody else have anything exciting like Jenna does this weekend? And Leo's wife is on the beach, and I'm not doing anything exciting, but anybody else got anything exciting planned? Nothing? Yeah, I just tried and it says message failed to load. Captain Obvious
I
says.
see, and I see the message. I see it. She wrote good morning. That's what she wrote, and I can see it. It's the
Oh,
weirdest thing.
yeah. Oh, Jen, you have no life. I have a hard time believing that. Headed to the woods. Oh, you're headed to the woods? Cool. What are you doing? What are you going to do in the woods? Do you know what was like the birds outside today? It was like, you know that movie, The Birds? There was so many birds just flying around and you could just hear the trees rustling. All these birds. Oh, it's creepy. Are you still
Yeah.
trying to roll people?
No, I'm done. I'm done.
Oh,
So,
okay.
so you had birds? I caught the birds, and you said it was the strangest thing, but I didn't catch your beginning part
I
of
went
that.
outside. Well, I went outside for a minute when Ems was talking. I was listening, but I all of a sudden I heard all this
Mm-hmm.
rustling sound. I went outside and there was just birds everywhere. I mean, there was like these black birds, and they were just hundreds of them.
Were they
It was really
crows?
weird. I don't know what they were. They might have been. They were black.
Hmm. Right? Good
Yeah, and they
morning,
were just like
Kimberly. Yeah, that
yeah, they
is
were just like
weird.
they were just flying around. It was weird.
Cause
Okay, Heimdall says he's in. It's
okay,
all good, no worries.
all right.
Yeah,
Sorry about
like
that,
the
guys.
Hitchcock movie, the birds, like the Hitchcock movie. So yeah, we don't really have plans. We might have plans. I don't know. I'd like to do something this weekend. We haven't done something in a while, so hopefully.
Yeah, I'm excited. I mean, I'm excited to get away with him and stuff. You know, it will be a nice. It just stinks when it's one night. You know, it's like I wish it was longer, but I'll take it. You know, it was nice enough for my mom to do this for me and him, so I'm definitely gonna, enjoy
It'd be
my
nice.
time. But when you get there and and it feels like before you know it, it's over and you're going back home. So. but we'll make the best of it.
So what time are you going to leave, like early in the morning?
Well, I would like to, but I don't think we can check in. Usually you can't check into a hotel until like 1, some are 3 o'clock. But like I said, we could go and spend the day. We could at least get there, spend the day, and then check in when check-in time comes. But my husband kind of looked at me like, well, we can't check in until like 1, and it's my first day off from the week. So I think he wants to sleep in. I would like to leave for like 7 in the morning, and it's we're only going an hour and a half away. So it's not like a 3 or 4 hour ride. It's only an hour and a half to get to the ocean. And so, I'm thinking he'll probably want to sleep till 9. We'll probably get there about noon, I'm thinking.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, you still have all that, the rest of the day and then the
Right.
night.
Mm-hmm.
And you're going to go out for dinner probably. And
Yeah, if we can. See, that's the other
what's
thing that
open.
with the COVID, I don't know what's going to be open, what's not. Like here where I live, I'm in a very small town, and restaurants can sink really quickly here because it's really a town that people live in, but they travel to the city because I'm only like an hour from Boston. So a lot of people live out here and then they travel into work, but it's a really small town. So what they've been doing is because they don't want to go under, they don't want to lose their businesses. They've actually moved their tables from inside to outside. It's in the parking lot now. So basically, I don't know if anybody watched my live the other day. I went shopping for stuff for Eagles Live, and on the curb next to Family Dollar was a Chinese food restaurant, and they had all their tables lined up on the sidewalk, and that's where people are going to eat so they don't lose their business. So I don't know what it's going to be like.
I saw a video the other day. It's like a buffet. I can't imagine how you would, police something like that, a
Yeah.
buffet. Because you're in line, you're going and you're eating food that other people, you know what I mean?
Yeah, well, I know when last week I went and saw family in Maryland and in Delaware. And when we got to Maryland, we stayed at a hotel. And you know how they have the breakfast in the morning that's free.
Right.
You can go up and get a bagel or a coffee. Well, we walked up and you weren't allowed to. So basically, they had a block off and they had a woman standing there and she made everything for you. She had gloves on, a mask on. She made the coffee. She made the bagel. Or if you wanted waffles, she made the waffle. You didn't go up and just make it yourself like you usually do.
Continental breakfast.
Yes. They had a woman that actually did it for you instead of just going up and grabbing your stuff and bringing it back to your room. You weren't allowed to.
Hey, Cinderella. We have very few restrictions in the South.
Really?
Oh God, we still are in the mask stage here.
We are too.
Yeah. We have to wear a mask when we go into a store.
Mm-hmm.
And I actually forgot one day and didn't wear my mask because you're not used to it. Okay, it's like not used to it. So I tried to go into the store without my mask, and I was like, no.
Yeah,
but I luckily had
you.
it in my purse.
Yeah, they stop you right at
yes,
the door.
Yes, they do.
Mm-hmm. And say you can't.
I forgot all about it. I'm like, oh, I'm so sorry. I forgot. You forget.
Yep.
Because it's not like the norm for us. It's getting to be the norm. I mean, you don't think twice of seeing people with masks on anymore, and it's weird.
Hey, Bobby Sue.
It's weird. Good morning. Happy Friday, Bobby Sue. Nice to see you.
I have to mute. I'll be right back. Woo woo. Woo woo has to go out. Perfect timing, woo woo. I'll be right back.
Greece is gorgeous. The sea is clear and Turkey is hot. Love the heat, as always cold. You're always cold. Okay. Cinderella, good morning. We are wearing masks and have some restrictions, but not nearly as strict as the North. Well, we're not strict, but there's still some restaurants that are open, but it's strict enough here because there's been like some spiking cases, and now they're protesting again, which will, because of everything that's happened. What did Sunny say? I missed her comment. I'm sorry. I'm going to have to write all this down. Jen B, yes, the Balearic Islands, Gran Canaria. Oh, I don't know where that is. Never heard of that. So how have you been, Keith? Haven't seen you in ages. I thought you didn't like me anymore. Been to Tenerife. I can't even read that. Last holiday. It's beautiful. A lot of expatriate Brits. It's a laugh. That's
Okay,
cool.
I'm back. He didn't have to go to the bathroom. He wants to just be out on the porch.
Oh, which one? The little one?
Both of them. But the
Oh.
little one was the one being a pain. He was sitting at my leg, scratching my leg while I was talking to you. So I thought he had to go out. And so I was like, oh, I'm going to mute, let him out. And I go out there, and he doesn't want to go out. He just wants to lay on the porch. But the big dog's out there.
What did Trump say about Meghan Markle? Didn't hear what he said. What did he say? Did you hear what he said about Meghan Markle?
I didn't. I woke up this morning and turned you on. So I haven't seen anything.
What did he say about Meghan Markle, Bobby Sue? I still like you, Carla. Just been working a lot at the courthouse and taking care of things at home. Okay. Well, that's good to know, Keith. I just haven't seen you in a while. That's all. Just wondered.
I know he's been missing my lives too, because he even wrote in my comments section on my last live. On my last live, he wrote in my comment section that he missed it and he was sorry. So yeah, I haven't seen him either. He must be busy.
Trump said Bobby Sue said, Trump said, had told Harry, good luck, you will need it. Well, I guess he's not a fan of Meghan Markle's.
Oh.
Maybe she doesn't like him or something. I don't know.
Maybe.
When my trip gets closer, I'll see you in chat and get some info.
Maybe they know each other prior, because she is a actress, so maybe he knew her prior or something.
I thought those actresses and actors are anti-Trump, most of them. I'm not a fan of hers. I would say this, and she probably has heard that, but I wish a lot of luck to Harry because he's going to need it. Oh, that's what Trump said too.
Oh, is that what Trump said? I like Harry. I do. He
was my favorite royal.
Mm-hmm.
I feel so bad that
I agree. I agree.
Because I thought he was the most down to earth one, but
yes,
I guess, a lot of people don't like her, and I don't know if it's her personality or they think that she took him away from, his duties as a prince. I don't know.
I don't know either, but I've seen that. I agree with you, Carla. A lot of people don't like her, and I didn't even. And that's the thing. I know she's an actress, but what has she been an actress in? What movie? What show?
I think she was in some show that came out of Canada, and I think that's where they met in Toronto. And I'm not sure I've never seen it, but I don't know why actors and actresses think they're better to preach about politics than, just because they're an actor or an actress. I'm not listening to what an actress or an actor says about a politician. I'm going to make my own mind up. You know what I mean?
The Suits? Oh, see, I've never seen
The
that.
Suits. I thought it was
I've never seen it. Because I was like, she's an actress? I've never seen her.
I knew she was an actress, and I think they went on a blind date or something, and that's how they met. But whatever.
Well, you got to think. Harry was the eligible bachelor forever.
Right.
I know they even tried to get him on The Bachelor or The Bachelorette or whatever, and he turned it down a couple years ago. They wanted him to go on because he is handsome. He is a prince, you know. So maybe people are just bent because he's taken now. I don't know.
Harry and
Harry
Will
and
lost
Will.
their mother. It affected us English deeply. Hang on,
I
I'll be right
bet.
back.
I bet, Jojo. I mean, I'm not from England, and I was even heartbroken when Diane passed away. I think she was a wonderful person. She did so much. She just seemed like such a sweet, sweet person. I was very heartbroken when I heard that she had passed away in that car accident. I was wondering what the year was. I was trying to think. So she passed away in 97. My daughter was just born in 97. Diane showed you could touch an AIDS patient. That is very true, Bobby Sue. She was. She was just such a classy, caring lady, you know? You could tell that, to me, she just felt like everybody knew she was royalty, but she didn't act like royalty. You know what I mean? That's the impression I got. Because you know when you see rich people or royalty, they're kind of, some are very snobby, and you know that they come from money and they're just better than everybody else. Diane never gave me that impression. Ever.
I had to pee.
It's,
Oh
I
my
don't know
gosh.
how people don't pee.
I don't know
I
how
don't get
people
that.
do a freaking 4-hour lives and never pee the whole
I don't
time.
know. Or 8-hour lives and they
Oh
never.
God, no.
I don't know how they do it.
I couldn't do it. I barely
No.
can get 2 cups of coffee down before I have to pee.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And my
I'm
friend
with.
Cass passed away 4 years ago, so shout to my beautiful friend Cassie. Yes, Jojo. Prayers. Prayers for
Yes.
them.
Oh, I have the hiccups. Oh, sorry.
So what are you doing today? You getting ready, packing?
Actually, I have a couple of errands that I gotta run.
Are you taking us
Before
along?
I haven't decided yet because they're not really anything big. I was thinking, but it's nothing really big. It's just I gotta go to the grocery store. I gotta make sure that everybody here is set for when we go. So I gotta get stuff that my son can microwave or do very easily. So I gotta get a couple of things. I think I'm gonna get him frozen pizzas. He'll be happy with that. And then I'm coming home. My husband's gonna work on the car. We need to put rotors on the car, so I think he's doing that.
He's good with a car. My husband works
No,
on cars too.
no, I
Oh,
am the
he
car
isn't.
girl.
Oh,
I'm the
you work on
car.
cars?
I have, yes, I'm the car girl. My husband cracks up all the time because something will be wrong with the car, and I'll tell him, this is what's wrong with the car. And he'll tell me no. And I'll be like, yes. So then we bring it to a mechanic, and the mechanic says, well, this is what's wrong with it. And my husband will look at me and I said, see, told you. And so, but he can do brakes. He does know how to do brakes, but as far as anything else, no, he doesn't. But I'm the car girl. He'll come to me and be like, there's a noise. Can you take it for a ride? Tell me what it is. And then I'll do it and I'll come and I'll tell him what I think it is. And he'll tell me, no, that's not it. I'm like, I'm telling you, that's what it is. No, that's not it. I can't drive it. It's broken. I'm like, no, you can drive it. It'll be fine. Nope, can't do it. And then we'll go to my next door neighbor across the street. He's a mechanic. We'll bring it over there and he'll tell him exactly what I just said. I'm like, I don't know why you don't just listen to me.
But can he work on cars? Is he good at
can.
work? Okay.
He can. I mean, he can do like brakes. He can put oil. But as far as like anything big, like a starter or anything like that, no, he can't do. I'm
Yeah,
sure he could figure it out. I'm sure
my
he could.
my husband's actually good at like stuff around the house and cars, so I'm kind of lucky. We've never had, you know, to really worry about that. He can always what he does too now, and I do it too now. If something's not working, like when my Keurig wasn't working, I Google it.
Yep.
I Google how to fix things. I
Mm-hmm.
Google if something's not, working in the house, like the garbage disposal wasn't working. I Googled it and I fixed that.
Yeah. See, my
So I
husband's
can,
not good at cars, but he's good at anything else. He could build anything. He could fit, he, like, one time, he's so funny. He cracks me up, and we still have this thing to this day. And my mother cracks up. We've taken pictures of it and everything. I have a rake, and my rake broke at the handle, And I was like, I need a new rake. He's like, you don't need a new rake. I'm like, there is no handle on it. I'm not going to sit there and hold it and rake it. He's like, you don't need to. I said, what are you
right.
going to do? Put a stick in it? He's like, no. All of a sudden, he went into my basement and grabbed one of my crutches. And he took off the bottom of the crutch and he put it into the rake hole. And then he had taped it, duct taped it, everything. So we have a crutch rake now. And that thing works amazing. Amazing. It literally, the handle is a crutch. So it's got that handle where you can really rake. And
Uh-huh.
we crack up all the time when he uses it. But it still works. We've had it for like 2 years. We won't get rid of it because
It's
it
really,
works.
it's really good when you have a husband that's handy.
Yes.
It
Mm-hmm.
helps. It helps. Saves on a lot of money.
Yep, we call it a crutch rake,
Even
and it
our
works
washer and
perfect.
dryer, he's fixed our washer. I don't know how many times, like, I love my washing machine. I've got an old washing machine, okay? It's almost 20 years old, but it works so well. I dread when that thing finally breaks down.
That's
It's,
weird, Ems.
what'd she say?
She said, it shows me you took this live down, and we're live. That's weird.
I took another live down earlier. I did take another live down.
Oh, maybe that's what it is, but she's
Oh,
saying it's saying this one, which is weird because you're live.
did it say this one is down? I think it's up
Yeah,
because
everybody's in
everybody's
here.
talking.
Right.
It says I
That
have
is weird.
43 people in here.
Let me look on my YouTube. I see I'm in StreamYards.
They
Let me look in
do
YouTube.
I took another live down. I took an earlier live that I had scheduled down, the same title on it. And I did take that one down.
Oh,
Or,
maybe that's what it is.
yeah,
Yeah, you
it was
said it was the
yeah,
same title. Yeah, I
yeah, it
bet
was
you.
the same title and I took it down.
Yeah, because it
For
does
a
show that you're
reason,
live.
yeah, for a reason I can't talk about
Yeah,
now.
yeah, that's fine.
I didn't get a notification the first one. Oh, for the first one. Yeah, it was
If you're
not very
not
long.
getting notifications, unsub,
And resub
unclick the bell, and then resub and
and click
re-click the
the
bell.
bell. Does anyone like David Attenborough? He's now on I don't even know. Do you know
I
who
don't
that is?
know.
I don't
I
know who
have
that is.
no idea who that is.
I have no idea who that is. Aliens have entered too. Oh God, that's just what we need.
And Carrie, you are not chatting too much. No way.
No, we
But
love
who
you
is
chatting.
that? Who is
Hey,
David?
guess what? Me and Misdemeanor slept together last night. We
Do
fell
you know
asleep
there
on
was more
voice.
than just you and Misdemeanor? Because I went in at I woke up at like 2 o'clock this morning, 1:30, 2 o'clock this morning, and I climbed back into bed and I opened up Discord and it was you, Misdemeanor, and Eagle. And I went in and I was gonna go in there and be like, you guys are going live really soon. What are you
Did
still
she
doing
fall
up?
asleep too?
Yes,
Angel
all
fell
three
asleep.
of you.
Oh my
All three.
God.
And it was dead air. There was nothing. I'm like, hello? Hello? And I logged out. I came back in and you all slept together. It was you,
What?
Misdemeanor, and Eagle.
And I woke up this morning and I'm like, Misdemeanor and I are still in voice chat. And I'm like, what the hell am I still doing in there? I thought I had hung up.
Nope. All
God,
three of you were in there. All three. The only one
Lord.
that was muted, though, was Misdemeanor. You were unmuted, and Eagle were
Yeah, because she
unmuted.
said she could hear what I was watching. I was watching Slap Cam, and she could hear it. And she said I could hear what you were watching because they were talking about a ghost in an asylum. And I go, yeah, that's me. I always watch those weird things on YouTube.
See, what I do, Ems, I'm with you. I hate talking on the phone too, but I'll put it on speaker, and then that way I can just set my phone down, and I can still clean or do dishes, and I just yell and talk to everybody.
Oh, I know I snore, Remy. I know I snore. I was told that. I fell asleep and had a nightmare one night on voice chat.
Yep.
That was funny because
You
everybody was
yelled
like,
that.
Carla, wake up.
You even talk. Hey,
Tacos.
Two Tacos, how are you?
They
I
are.
haven't
I
seen you in a
love
while.
Two Tacos. I love her, love her, love her.
I know, I haven't seen her around in a while.
No, because she has to go to hell every day.
I know. I bet I was enjoying watching her lives. She had did a couple of lives and I was enjoying
Oh my God,
it.
she is so funny when she
She
does a
is.
live. She's hilarious.
She
She
really
should be a
is.
comedian. I love the way she talks. I love her blonde hair too. She looks really good with blonde hair. Have you seen her? Her blonde hair?
No, it was still
Dark?
silver. Yeah, it was like a silver gray the last time I saw. She's blonde now.
She's very blonde.
Oh
And
no, I haven't.
it looks really good on her too.
Oh,
She's
you
so
have
pretty.
Monday. She's
She's
off
so
to work.
pretty.
She's not in hell until Monday.
Yay!
Woohoo!
You need to go live, Tacos. You
You
need to go
do.
live.
Let me
Yeah.
actually share her link in here
Yes,
for
yes,
anybody
please.
that has
Anybody
not
that's not
subbed to
subbed
her.
to Two Tacos, please sub to her because she's amazing. This girl is amazing. I'm just bitter and salty like burnt toast.
There she is.
We love this girl. We just love this girl so much.
Hold on, let me copy it. And now I gotta go
Oh, you
find
can
Carla.
finally hear again. Oh, yay. How is that going? Did you go to a doctor? I was giving her hell in here because she was bleeding, her ears were bleeding.
Oh no.
Remember that? Yeah, they were bleeding down her face and she couldn't hear. She was just reading
Did she
fast.
have a ruptured eardrum? I bet you that
No.
was a ruptured eardrum.
No, it wasn't. And they've given her antibiotics for it, and it keeps coming back, she says. So I think she needs to go to a doctor and find out.
An ear and throat, ear, nose, and throat specialist. It sounds like.
ENT. That's what everybody was saying. Go to an ENT.
There's Two Tacos link. Everyone, please sub to her. She's amazing.
Yes, we just love that girl. Love, 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 love her.
I think I just get bitchier with age. Hell, no, I didn't go to the doctors. When in the holy hell would I have time to do that?
She said, I think I just got bitchier with age. Hell no, I didn't go to the doctor. When holy hell. I know, they don't give you any time off. Hey, LaDonna.
They don't.
Misdemeanors twista sister.
I was on one day when I think she was on panel with you, and she was talking about how they were closing down some of the places she worked, and I was praying that they wouldn't close down her facility.
Well, they did lay her off, but then she got another job.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
maybe
she got another job.
Mm-hmm.
But she was saying that
a while ago. Yeah, it
was a while.
Mm-hmm.
I hate pink. It's tacky ass color. I'm not crazy about pink either, to be honest with you. I like this color though.
Two Tacos wrote, "Whoops, no offense, Carla. I just noticed your banner. It's pink."
Well, I can change the color, I think. I don't know.
Yeah, you can. You go to ban
Edit?
yeah. That or
I might have to do that after I'm live.
yeah, I'll walk you through. You can do it now. You can change the color. You go to not edit.
Oh,
It's
I
that
see.
top
I
box.
see. I see. I see
Yeah,
where
I
it is.
forgot the
Yeah.
name of it. Whatever that top
Oh,
box
here's the
is.
color I like. There we go.
Now you gotta highlight somebody and see if it changed.
It did.
It did.
Well, it changed
Oh
to
yeah,
green.
it's
It
green now.
changed.
I
Yeah,
like that
and
color.
that's the color I like. That's like my favorite color ever.
Mm-hmm.
You're nearly 2,000. Well done. Yes, I'm getting up there. Yes, I
Sunny
lose.
side up.
You know what? I lose them and I gain them. Like I lost, I think about 10 subs the last couple days. I think because I'm not doing too much drama. You know, when you don't do a lot of drama, it's like
2 tacos. Yeah, I got laid off and I found a new job. Hated it. And a spot opened up at the job that laid me off, so I went back. What the fuck was I thinking? Now I'm wondering what the fuck was I thinking?
Hey, Mr. Jackson, how are you? How's it going?
Hey, Mr. Jackson.
Mr. Jackson has a cool channel too.
Oh, really? I've never.
Yes.
Let
Yes.
me see if I can
I just
find him.
actually subbed to him.
Let me see if I can find him. Mr.
I've been subbing to like a lot of different channels, like not into this community, into like all different communities. So yeah, I've been like making my rounds.
Ah, see, that's good. Let me look at his picture. Okay.
Oh, Jen and my pseudo wife are two tacos. Yes, you are two tacos. Oh my God, her wife is so funny too. God, she
I
says
was just glad that she wasn't upset that tacos broke that vase. She was so worried that she was going to be so mad that she broke that vase, and all of a sudden her wife pulls it out and she's got another one, I think it was, and it was even worse than the first one she broke. I was dying. I was cracking up. I was cracking up. It was so funny.
those two, when they start talking to each other, they are hilarious. It's like freaking you're sleeping on the couch tonight. Oh my God.
Oh, see, I forgot the 91 at the end. That's probably why I couldn't find her. No, I still can't find him. Carly, can you're sub to him, right? I can't post his link. I can't find him.
I am.
Yeah.
Let me go find him. But sometimes it's so funny on here because sometimes it's really hard to find channels. Like if you type out Eagle and try and find her channel,
Yes.
it's
Well,
almost
now
impossible.
Eagle changed it so you
Hey,
can.
Eagle
Now
Girl.
she does that Eagle Girl, and she's
Yeah.
much easier to find. I just wish YouTube would give it back to us where you could click, because I had the extension. You can go to Google and go to extensions, and it's called It's My Channel, and download that extension, and it's for YouTube. So you can click on people and it will bring you to their channel like YouTube used to. And I really like it, but the extension only works sometimes. It's called, I forgot the name of the extension. Go to My Channel is the name of it. And if you go to Google, go to extension and write go to channel and download that extension, you're able to click on people like you used to, and it'll bring them right to their channel. Well, I couldn't spit that out.
Oh, I can't find it now.
You can't find them?
Misbehaving.
Oh, thank you,
you
Miss
so much.
Bean.
Thank you for creating a fun place for all of us together. Love you, Carla. I love you too, Misbehaving. Misbehaving
So
too.
sweet.
You have to give me, private message me and give me your address so I can send. I'm going to send all that stuff out all at once because I don't like sending stuff out separately. It's just like it's such a pain in the ass once you go to the post office. So I like to do it in one sweep. You know what I mean? Like just get it done and over with. Oh my God, I had to stand in line. I went to the post office. I finally got up and I gave him all the addresses and he wouldn't type them out for me. So he gave me all these things. So I had to go over and then I forgot which envelope I put what thing in. So I had to take everything out, put it back in. Oh my God, it was a pain in the ass.
Yeah, but he saved you money, didn't he?
He did, because one thing that I was going to mail out was going to cost me $40. And he gave me another envelope to put it in and it cost 12. So yeah. But it was going to Canada, so I had to fill out a customs thing. So it was a pain in the ass too.
Hold on, I gotta mute. My dogs are freaking out outside. I'll be right back.
Okay. Oh my God, sunny side up. I copied Desperately Seeking Susan. Look and still do. I'm not a big fan of Madonna's. I never really got into her music or her that much. Didn't really like the way she was. I don't know. I thought she was a snot. But that's just me. The luminous colors and headbands. Yeah. Are you
I am
outside?
back.
Welcome back.
I am back.
Oh, thank you, Keith. Yes, I really, really appreciate that. Honestly, you guys don't have to. It's like just you guys being here is enough for me. I enjoy
I
seeing you on
agree.
there.
I agree. I'm the same way. I love just seeing all the people. I look forward to, like, when I go live to see the people that always come into my life. I love waking up in the morning and seeing you go live and seeing all the people in your live. You know, it's
We have
really
the
fun.
nicest people that come in
You
here.
do.
They just don't want, craziness. They just want to
Right.
come in here and talk and have their coffee and get ready for work, or
Mm-hmm.
they're on their way to work, and it's just so amazing.
It
Yeah,
is
I really
because,
do.
it gives everybody, me and you strive very hard to make it a place where there's hardly any drama because, when there's drama 24/7, it gets tiring, so they need a place to go where they can just
Hang
relax and we
out.
can talk about normal things and everybody can, get along and we're not talking about things that are going to trigger the people. You know what I mean? Like, I don't
Yeah,
know. I
I know
strive for that.
people get triggered sometimes by all the yelling and screaming and carrying on.
Hmm.
But
But there
even
is
I do.
sometimes that we have to address stuff. Like there's times where you have to address some things. There's
Uh-huh.
times where I have to. But we do really try not to.
Yeah,
If we're addressing it, it's because it's really bothered us or it's
yeah.
really hit our heart.
And believe me, I haven't addressed everything that I've ever
No,
wanted to, because I have people, amazing women, that are behind the scenes saying, you don't need to do this. You do not have to prove yourself to anybody.
nope,
And that's, and I
you
don't.
don't. You don't. You don't. I mean, like I said, there's certain things that will touch us that we can address. But could we go on daily and address things that we see that
Oh God,
bother us on here?
we could.
Absolutely. But, and that's
It's
what
not
cracks
worth it.
me up because people will say, oh, look at them. They're sitting there saying that they don't want to talk about drama, but yet here they are talking about it.
Jojo, no,
We're
you don't have to download it. It's just, you just go there and sign in
on
and you
what?
connect it. She said, do I have to download Streamlabs? I'm going to be on a tablet.
No,
You mean StreamYards? Because if
no.
you're talking about StreamYards, you just go on StreamYards and you connect it to your YouTube account, and
Basically,
go live.
Jojo, what you do is go to your Google, type in StreamYards. It will open right up, and
Yeah.
then you'll do all your sign-ups, and it will link your YouTube to the StreamYards. But you do not have to. It's no app. You do
No,
not have to download it. You just go to Google and type in StreamYards, and it will walk you all the way through. But there is no app.
no. It's so easy. If you need help, we can help you with that. It's not, it's such an easy, it's an easy thing to use.
Well said, Cinderella. Carla, you will never please everyone. We love you just the way you are.
Oh, thank
I
you.
agree.
No, I don't plan. I'm to the point now where I don't care if I please everyone. I am who I am. My friends, my closest friends know what I am and who I am, and the rest of the people that don't know and have an opinion about me, like their opinion about me is none of my business. So,
Jojo, if you want, go to my about section, click on my email and email me, and I'll walk you through. And then you could do a test StreamYard with me where it's private, because you don't have to you don't have to do a live where it's public. We can do a private live where it's just me and you, and I can walk you through how to do it. So if you want to, just go in and email me, and I'll email you back, and we'll figure out a way to chit chat, and I'll help you.
yeah, and you got a good person in Jenna because she knows the ins and outs of all that stuff. She even helps me. Like I've been doing this for a year, and she even has to help me with things. I'm not as yeah.
Yes. I love doing it though. And I love doing it. My husband tells me all the time, why don't you get into computers? You know everything. I said, because you need a degree, to go into computers. Yeah, could I walk in and probably do everything they're doing? Yep, but they're not going to hire me because I don't have a degree. He's like, it's crazy. Like, my mom had a computer that was completely locked down. I opened it up, went into the motherboard, clicked the switch, and she's been using that computer forever. She's like, I don't know how you don't do it.
Carrie, that's right. She said, as you said, Carla, it's how you treat us individually that matters, and that's how I judge others. Exactly.
Exactly.
If someone's going to judge me by what someone else says, that's fine.
You're welcome, Jojo.
It is whatever. At the end of the day, just keep doing you, Carla. Can't please everyone. You're a good person. Thank you, Keith. I appreciate that. I do. I do appreciate you. And meeting Eagle last night was amazing. And I thank my husband because I would have gotten so lost going down there. And there's a lot of protests going on in Pittsburgh right now because of that lady that got shot. And so, he didn't want me going there by myself. So he took me, and it was great. He met her too and gave her a big old hug. And
it was awesome. I was so excited for both of you because you both needed it, and I know that you guys have tried a couple of times. I mean, we've all been here when you guys have talked about it on a live where you guys have tried to, and it just hasn't worked. And
well,
I'm so glad it did
too. And I'm really bad, and I get night blindness when I'm driving. Like hey, Dragon's Law, just stopping by, Carla, to show some love. Hope you and Jenna have a sweet weekend. Stay blessed, my friends. You too, Dragons.
Sunny side up, I probably do. It is crazy.
I hate technology. I'm so old school. That's sad, Jenna. You probably know more than college grads. Yeah, she does. She's really smart about stuff. He says hello, Dragons. And so does JoJo, Dragon's Law.
Yes, hello, Dragon's Law, and I hope you have a good weekend as well.
Dragon's Law, if you ever read his comments, he is hilarious.
Yes.
He's so funny. He's another one that I've known for, over a year. And, we kind of met in comments and started talking back and forth and then emailing back and forth. And, it's funny how you just connect with certain people.
Mm-hmm.
And I just love it.
I love it because you have opened my eyes to a lot of channels. Like, hey, they'll come in and you'll be like, oh, I found their channel yesterday. And I'll go look, and it's a really cool channel, So, but we've all been doing that. I mean, I think the group of us that hang out offline, we've been doing that. We're trying to kind of like veer away. We've been going to different channels and finding new channels that aren't
like Mandy Mixed Media Queen. She's another channel that's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes, I love Mandy.
Yeah.
She
We all love
is,
Mandy.
yes,
Mandy's amazing.
she is amazing. And she's got such a great heart, you know?
Oh
She's
yeah,
just,
she's so, and you do not, here's the thing, her channel is so low key and it's so not about drama that she doesn't even accept swearing in her channel. She doesn't
no,
accept any kind of drama. You're out, you know, and
but she makes it so much fun, you
oh
know?
yeah, she does.
She does.
She
I love
acknowledges
going.
everybody and
Mm-hmm.
she's just a good person. And that's what I'm trying to get away from, like, you know, get away from the negative thing, the toxic things that are toxic for me, and veer more towards the positive things, because nobody's twisting my arm to watch anything that's negative towards me. So you stay
Yeah.
away from it. You don't see it. You don't care about it. You don't watch it. You're
And
done.
you're
Hey,
not,
Pookie T. Good
hey,
morning.
Pookie. And that's the other thing is because I've been trying, I've unsubbed, I don't watch. I'm starting to like YouTube again. Because
Yep.
I got to a point where I wasn't enjoying it anymore, and this was an outlet for me. But I was, you know, even though it wasn't my drama, even though, you know, I'm not involved, it still affected me, even though it's not my drama, you know, and I was not enjoying my outlet anymore. And now that I've kind of separated myself and I'm finding upbeat channels and everybody ain't yelling and screaming and threatening and all that crap, I'm in YouTube again, and it's
Yeah.
nice. It is.
And even Molly Golightly, her channel's gotten to where I really enjoy going in there too,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
she's really switched her channel around and she does a lot of positive things. So,
I'll
yeah.
read Lori's comment.
Hi, everyone. I love you all, and you don't really know me. My mornings are spent with you all pretty much each day. I listen on my TV.
Like
I like
watching.
watching a morning show. Oh, Lori. Well, welcome, welcome. Now we know you.
I'm glad that you came
Very
in
much.
and chatted, Lori.
Yeah,
Welcome.
very much appreciate that. Yeah, and my husband said this to me one time when I was getting upset about YouTube and blah, blah, blah. And I was going on, I was like this and that. And he didn't want to hear about it. And he goes, why do you do this to yourself? For people like Lori, for people like Two Tacos, for people like Carrie, for people like Dragon Sloth, for people like Misbehaving. That's why I keep doing it.
Yep.
Because I enjoy seeing these, and like JoJo, like seeing these people every day, seeing them come in, seeing the positive comments.
I agree.
The positive comments outweigh the negative by far, no
Mm-hmm.
matter what anybody says. And you know that yourself. I mean, on the
Yeah.
most part, when you have a live, everybody comes in and everybody's positive and they like to see you. And the people that come in and stay in there are the ones that want to talk to you and see you every morning, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. And I feel the same way as you just said, Carla, you know, and I like going live and, you know, like Carla, and just giving you guys a little bit of happiness as much as you guys give me. You know, it's not just I enjoy giving it to you guys. You guys give that happiness to me. To see you guys all come in, to see you guys support, to see you guys, you know, it's just an amazing feeling. And I like giving positive the best, you know. Am I always positive? No, not always. Nobody
God,
is.
neither am
But
I.
I try.
Yeah, we
Huh?
do. We do try. We
We
have tried.
try.
We
Right.
have tried. Like,
Yep.
you know, sending out prayers to people and sending out like positive thoughts, laughing, joking. Sometimes we talk about serious stuff. Most of the time we talk about like just silly stuff, but like with Ems today, telling everybody about, you know, what was going on with her. Like that's
Mm-hmm.
important. That's important stuff to know. Um,
Absolutely.
you know. So it's
Absolutely.
educational too, and we talk
Mm-hmm.
about our trials and tribulations, our happiness, our sadness, and that's what it should be.
I
But
like
it
to
should,
know when I go live and I end my live that I might have helped somebody that day, or I might have made that person smile that wasn't smiling that day, or I made somebody, take that breath. Even if we're not talking about anything that's related, is I like to know that hopefully I got off and I made somebody's day. I gave them that positive, even if it's a smile or a chuckle on their worst day. That's what I like. And if I did drama all the time, how are you going to come in and laugh about that? How are you going to come in and feel better? You're not. And that's why I'm going the different direction. And I'm sure
Plus you
Carla
do
feels the same way.
Yes, but plus you do the crime stuff.
Yeah, I
There's a
do
lot
do
of
the
stories.
crime because I enjoy that. Like I said, if I'm watching TV, I'm watching a crime show. That's me. My books, they're all true. Any book that I ever read, it's all true crime. I love true crime. So you like just talking, and this is your thing. It's like morning news, pretty much. Morning chit chat. What's it called? The View. You remind me of The View. You all sit there and you're talking. You got people on panel.
Yeah,
That's your niche.
and someone said this to me. She's like, "Oh, Carla she can't hold a chat by herself. She always has people on her panel." Yeah, I do, because I enjoy talking to people.
Right.
This is my social life. This is my
Mhm.
social outlet. So
Right.
yeah, I do enjoy having it. And I do enjoy when people come up and it's the first time they've come up and the first time they've chatted on my panel. I enjoy that.
Right.
Excuse me if
But
that's
that's how
wrong.
I view your panel. Yeah. So with people saying you can't hold a chat or a channel without everybody else being up there, but that is holding it, because you're the person that has multiple people on panel. We're talking about different things. It truly reminds me of like The View, that the morning show, The View, or where there are all those girls sitting on a panel and they're all
Right.
talking about whatever comes to mind. That's what Carla's chat reminds me of. And I love that.
Because we never have a topic too.
Right.
Usually we don't.
Exactly.
And a lot of
Mhm.
people say, "Oh, well, this is scripted, that is scripted." Nothing is
No.
scripted here, because we
No.
never know what we're going to talk about. It could be something that someone, like today, it was we wanted to hear about M's. But it
Right.
could be a totally different topic. We could be just laughing, giggling like nincompoops tomorrow. Who knows?
Right. And sometimes it's different things you talk about throughout the whole life, and sometimes you stick to one. But that's what I love about your channels. And I think that you do a great job at your channel. And I think people in here enjoy that part of your channel. They wouldn't want you to change it, Carla, So like you said, I'm going to keep trugging along. And if we have 10 people in our chats, we have 10 people in our chat. It's 10 people that enjoy
I
us.
don't even pay attention how many people are in here.
I don't either.
Lori
I don't
says,
either.
"People on a panel is what makes a great show. True crime is my jam." Jenna, my husband recently said he wants to move to Colorado. I said, "No way."
Yeah, Laurier, no Colorado. Something's in the water in Colorado, let me tell you.
Dragon's Law said, like Carla said, "I met her when she was a baby channel. She was there for me as a friend when I was going through a rough time. I'm forever thankful." Well, I'm forever thankful for your friendship, Dragon's
And
Law.
see,
Yeah.
that's what matters to us. Like that comment right there,
Yeah.
I know that's what makes Carla's day. Knowing that she is such a caring person. And for people to only see her on a live, but I see her behind the scenes. And she has such a heart and she cares about everybody. And I know this is what makes her day, is to see that you guys enjoy watching what she does. But you're an amazing person, Carla. You really are.
So are you. So are
Aw,
you.
thank you.
And Dragon's Law, I mean, he knows if he ever needed anything, he could come to me. I mean, we are each. I know if I'm having a bad day, I could talk to him anytime. And I have in comments. Usually, like I met him, like I said, in comments in a comment section, and we just clicked.
The
And I
search
just like
for
him.
Susan, I'm writing that down, Carrie.
Oh, thank you, Two Tacos. You've always been amazing to me too. Oh,
Susan.
I wish you would have been there that day, Two Tacos, when we had Molly Golightly on here, and we were 8 hours on a live. Oh my God, we had so much fun that day. We talked about everything. It was amazing. I'd rather see 10 people enjoying themselves rather than 400 people dragging someone. Yeah,
Totally agree,
exactly.
Miss B.
Yeah.
Totally agree. It's just hard. It breaks my heart. I mean, even if I don't care about that person or whatever, it just hurts my heart to see somebody drag somebody, because they do it, they hit below the belt. It's like, do you really have to do that? Who cares what they look like? Somebody loves them. Or their voice. I mean, let me tell you, I can't tell you how many times I've had people talk about my voice, my looks, my teeth, and it's like, really? How? I don't know. It's
Two
just crazy to
Tacos,
me.
if you saw the amount of phone chargers I have in my house, my husband is always saying to me, what the hell are you buying another charger for? Because it works for so long and then it stops working. It stops charging. I don't know what the hell it
How
is.
about mine are chargers and earbuds.
I hate using earbuds. I just hate it.
See, I have to because I like to watch people or watch true crime to go to sleep, and my husband sleeps next to me, and he's such a light sleeper. I can't have the TV on or my phone on because he wouldn't be able to sleep. So I have to have headphones when I'm laying in
I
bed
have
because,
to put them in one because they go around my whole ear, my earbuds. So
oh,
I have
okay.
to put it in one side and then because I sleep on my right side. Because if I put them on both sides, then it pushes into my ears and I can't stand them.
Yep. I have a whole pile of chargers and headphones. Like right now, I need new headphones. I was looking for headphones last night, and one ear works, one ear doesn't. I got to get a new pair again.
But the whole phone charger thing, I think it's a conspiracy too. I agree with Two Tacos. I buy quality
Samara.
buds so they always last a long time. Same with chargers. I won't buy cheap ones because I'm afraid they'll fry my phone. I've bought expensive ones and I still have
Okay,
the same
Samara.
issue. I
I'm
still
gonna
have the
look
same
for.
issue.
I'll click on it. Hold on. I just got to go through the YouTube. It won't let me click on it through StreamYards for some
What are,
reason.
what are you clicking on?
She wants me to sub to a channel.
Who does?
And Samara does.
Oh,
The Susan Morphew channel. I think that's her last
not
name.
a crime channel?
Yes, it's
Oh,
crime. Oh, sorry.
do you see the difference in my random questions on days off and these work? It's because I haven't taken my medicine today and I'm not gonna. Oh, tacos, you're just a lollipop. I love Two Tacos. I do. I love her.
I know she is a rot. She cracks me up.
I know. I
Like I
see her
said, I
comments.
had a hard time finding her channel, but I ended up finding it one time, and I sat there and binge watched her lives.
You
There's
guys
not
know
many, but I
too.
was cracking up.
You guys know too. If you go into comment section, like after a person goes live and someone comments in there, you can go directly. It will take you directly to their channel. Correct? You know, right?
Yes, I do know that.
If you
Yeah,
do click on them, just like the
yeah.
old YouTube when you could click on someone in the chat and it would take you to their channel.
Yes, but
You
you
go
can do it in the comments.
in the
If
comment
somebody,
sections, yeah.
yes, you can. Yep.
So if you want someone to, sub to you, if you comment, they can sub to you. They can go directly to your channel. Because some channels are really hard to find. You know what I
They
mean?
are. Yeah. And that would be another cool thing to say. If you can't find somebody's channel, just say, hey, can you comment under one of my lives or
Oh,
under one of my
Dragon.
videos? Because then I can find you.
Dragon said, that's a shame, Jenna. You are gorgeous. Don't let anybody tell you any different.
Thank
Exactly.
you, Dragon
That's what
Law.
we tell her all the time.
Yes. And it
Yeah.
doesn't bother me. Like I've told the girls, I'm
I think it
happily
bothers
married.
us more than it bothers her. But
It does. It really
when
does.
you see your friend who you love being made fun of, it It's
Yeah.
hurtful.
And
It's
they're like,
hurtful.
"Are you okay?" I'm like, "I'm fine. I'm good. I don't let that stuff doesn't bother me. You know, I have a wonderful family. I have a husband that loves me and thinks I'm the most beautifulest girl in the world, and that's what
That's
matters,
right.
not what
Yes.
somebody says on YouTube."
Right. But it does bother your friends, like when we see that.
Yes, it does. It does bother you guys, and I love you guys for that. You know, and they get upset and they want to check on me and make sure I'm okay. And I love that about my friends. But like I said, it really doesn't bother me. It cracks me up. Just like the other live that was done the other day because people decided they wanted to help me and donated to me during a rough patch. And now, you know, now I'm just this horrible person when
You
they didn't
e-bagger.
donate. Yeah,
You're an e-bagger.
I'm an e-bagger now. I'll take that too. Add that to my resume, I guess. I don't know. Whatever.
Who cares? Samara, I agree. It's mean, petty, and disgusting. It is. But, you know, that's how it goes on here. And the thing is, you have to
Yep.
distance yourself from that. And if that's, you know, that's what people get a thrill out of, that's on them.
Yep.
You know,
I pay
I
no
just don't,
mind. I just
I just don't get a thrill out of it. So,
mm-mm.
you know, like I said, I found like YouTube is huge. There's so many channels on here to go to. So, but I think I'm gonna close down
Yes, I was
in like
just
two
gonna
and a half
say my
hours.
husband's gonna be home in like 15 minutes, so I gotta jump off. But thank you for having me up, Carla. But I'll
And
jump
thank
down
you.
so you can say your goodbyes.
Okay, I
And I
love
love you
you.
all. And I will talk to you guys when I get back. Well, I'll talk to you guys, but everybody else, I'll see you when I get back. I'm going to do my crime live on Sunday night. That is a definite. I finally finished the trial. I have finished writing everything out. So I am going live on Sunday night. So if you haven't subbed to me, please sub to me. Love you, Carla. Love
Love
everybody in
you.
chat. Have a great
Love you.
weekend.
I'll
Bye.
talk to you later. Bye. And I love all you for spending all this time with me. Oh, I might go live tomorrow, but I'm not 100% sure. It'll be a fun live if I do go live. So you guys all have a great Friday or weekend if I don't see you all. And that's it. Goodbye.